Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Premier League. Just waiting for 3 more drivers, and we should be good to go. I think I'm waiting on KD. He's meant to be reserving, but yeah, unfortunately got Bradfield with us. Yeah, I think KD's still falling asleep, so that'd be him out reserving ever again. Irish Potato still not here. He voted late. Vintage is too kind. For some reason, let him race. And then Cowie's the other one we're waiting for. Well, Vintage is waiting for. He's changed his vote in race check-in, I can see. So he's obviously done that. We still get minus points. You can't do that last hour before the race. You have to let the admin know, which he obviously hasn't done. So all 3 of them are not in the good books. They'll be penalised. But we have got Vintage himself is ready to race if need be. And then we have also got Shadders, who is on standby. So I think we'll see both of them racing. It's just a matter of whether Irish New Potato joins. But yeah, as soon as that happens, we get a few more drivers in, we'll be good to go. Of course, got a podium myself last night. Whippy, happy about that. Not bad considering I forgot my setup as well, and forgot to underfuel the car in the race as well. So yeah, it's all about look at me bragging up. Look, yeah, more podiums than you've ever had.
Bullshit.
Your shit. Any podiums you got this season? Yeah, that's right. Fucking none.
Yeah, well, it'll come eventually.
Saying Irish ADHD or Argentina as we call him. Yeah, it won't be too much of that tonight though. No quick setups around here. There's mania slow corners, long street track, long evening. This is going to be evening Tommy, evening Jake, and yeah, Wilson's better than them, right? I know I am. Even you're better than them, right, Slayer? Even Bradfield. Actually, no, that's taking the piss.
No, I think I can push to be better than right.
Oh, Irish New Potato is in, so it'll be Shadders and Vintage. Shadders will be in to replace Cowie, and Vintage will be in for KD. Yep, so I think Vintage is, Shadders is on his way. He's just going to be 2 minutes until he's in. And then, hopefully I think Vintage will be the other one. Joining in, Jake the Slayer's got his party, he's got his game chat on. I see his mic keep popping up, that's probably pissing a few people off. Bradfield keeps wanking off his mic, I know what he's doing. Yeah, Vintage has now taken off spectate, so Vintage is going to be racing, so will Shadders. KD won't be reserving for a while after that, and yeah, sure Cowie won't be in the good books.
He's absolutely rapid on this track.
He is, yeah. So his aim just can't turn up. Oh yeah, just waiting on Shadders and then we're good to go. Going to be an interesting one tonight, saying Argentina. Yeah, you could be last first lap, and what's stopping you winning it? You know, we will see incidents. We get through this without a safety car. I'll donate 2,000 bits. But compliment by Jake Jinx for me, perhaps doesn't happen often. Yeah, I think. Well, don't take it as a compliment. I mean, it's only Enright or saying you're better than. There's not much of a compliment, is it? That's a given.
I really hope there's no rain for this.
Yeah, it was a struggle last night. Did you watch it last night?
Yeah, I think every race I've had, even in the racing I've had last, couple of weeks, has been raining, hasn't it?
Yeah, I was slippery out there last night. I know you were watching with me, but yeah, it's hard to drive. Hurry up, Shadders. Hurry up. There he is. Let's go.
Let's go. Ready up, boys. Okay.
Please no rain, saying Jake as well.
Yeah,
I mean, you should want it to rain. Throw up an opportunity for you, because you're not going to do anything on normal dry conditions, are you? You're not good enough.
No, I can't do it in the rain.
Yeah, you're not very good overall.
It's not my thing, the rain. Don't practice enough on it, to be fair.
You don't like the dry, though, either.
Oh, I don't mind the dry, it's alright.
He ain't got any points. Ain't got many points, have you?
I haven't picked up a few recently, have I, to be fair, so...
Are you on a drink tonight?
No.
Not at all?
Nope. Got work tomorrow, so
what drink you got next year?
Nothing at the minute.
Cups of teas later?
I might have a couple. Yeah, I might do.
Bradfield has changed, everyone. You're watching Crash Out Turn 1.
Oh, I will. There's no pressure when I'm drunk, because it's just a thing like I'll crash anyway, so...
Nearly a second slower than Bradfield, saying Jake. I was 3 seconds slower than KD yesterday when we were battling for the lead. I still managed to get second. It's not all about your won that pace at all.
No, it's not at all, but I'll put it back on medium traction now, so touch wood, I won't spin as much, but you never know. It's me.
Argentina saying needs his teammate to get points for Aston Martin. Yeah, well, good luck, mate.
Yeah, well, Irish is sticking there. Good man.
Oh, I'll have a look.
Do one.
Have a look in the standings then.
Yeah, I'm like a point off bottom. What am I, 16th or something?
Yeah, Bradfield is in 15th with 17 points. But Starbus also on 17. Sweet MJP and Farf are both on 16. So those four really in danger. McKenty's... It's raining. It's raining.
Dry race though.
It's a dry race. So we're in the lobby at the same time. That's good. Dry race, but it's wet. Full wet, early on qualified. It doesn't look like it's raining too much though, so it might dry up soon. But yeah, Max leads 131 points. He's 18 clear of Tommy, who's in the top 3 for the first time this season after a great win last time out. Overtakes Tango, is down in 3rd. Irish Potato in 4th. Tree Slayer on 90, he's only 1 point off. Has really opened up that battle now. Plotter's in 6th as well. I think that is the title. Well, I think it's between those 6 because Cowie in 7th, 68 points. Not racing tonight, so he'll have some taken off as well. Equals in 8th for 51. Not racing again tonight, unfortunately. Dylan in 9th with 51. He's had a great last few races. He was towards the bottom to begin with. Potstuff in the top half. Theo in 11th after a cracking race. Liam 12th. Other one not racing tonight. Jake in 13th. Recently picking up points, but yeah, towards the bottom. Noelsy only 10, but he's only done a few races in this league. There's already cars sticking the Inters on, so yeah, I think it's just about to change over time already.
Jeff said it's going to dry up.
Argentina, 4 points at the bottom. Needs to pick some up. There's a track like this that's going to throw up some opportunities.
I don't know whether to go on a full wet, so I don't know whether to wait.
I'll just wait. It's pointless going out now if it's going to dry up, because even if you go out on the Inters now, you're going to be slower than when it dries up soon. I'd wait till about 10 minutes.
Tree Slayer, not Slayer.
Right, last week, yeah, young Tommy was the winner. Tree Slayer 2nd. Dylan obviously picked up that podium in the end after Farf got a 5-second penalty for resetting to the track. Yeah, it's not looking bad, is it? If it's a dry race, at least we get it done quicker. Won't drag on and drag on. This is the one track my recording stops, which means the race is over an hour. So, yeah, so that's a long one. But don't go by the normal F1 rules, do they? If it's an hour in, they stop. If it was obviously 100% race, it's 2 hours. But yeah, it still looks
I'm watching
too wet.
Yeah,
I'm watching Tree Slayer.
He's struggling.
Could be a waste of intermediates, but it's going to dry up for the race anyway, so why not use them all? But yeah, last night was really key for me, strategy. It got to like this. We were all on the Inters and it turned like this. And yeah, I stayed out on the Inters, as did KD, the race winner. Whereas other people put wets on. Then they actually caught up back 25 seconds and overtook us. But then towards the end, even though they're on newer wet tyres, it started to dry out. And the old Inters that we were on were, mine were on about 40%. They were quicker than the relatively new wet tyres. So we caught back up and then they had to pit. Me and KD stayed out and under the safety car and couldn't be overtaken just because of how this track is. Anyway, Tree Slayer's going to be first to start a lap then. I don't think this is going to be a relatively quick time because he's on the intermediates and it's still conditions for full wets, in my opinion anyway. Irish New Potato come at the pit lane just beside him. They had a bit of shenanigans the last couple of weeks, haven't they? Bradfield's next. He probably won't get out of the way very well. You know he's light, but he does on this occasion. Must be something wrong with him. Where you at, Swanee St Jones, even in the vintage, even in a chippy as well. Good to see you. Yeah, Tree Slayer. You can already see he's really sliding here, isn't he? So can't see this being a lap that's going to get him through. I think it's just a bit of practice, really. Plotters and Sweet MJP further behind the wets. Yeah, he's really struggling here. We'll look at the difference, have a look at the difference. Plotters, what's happened to Plotters? He just hit the wall. I don't know if he just hit the wall or if he's just backing out. We'll watch Sweet MJP because he's on the full wets. And yeah, you can just see he's got so much more grip at the moment. Obviously, the wet tyres, more grooves in them, they're a bit slower. But this time in the race, well, these conditions in qualifying at the moment, that's got to be for wets. But it's soon going to dry out and the intermediates will come into play. Rufus Venom, please don't mention any footy scores tonight. Watching the game after work. Oh yeah, of course. Is it Arsenal tonight, isn't it? Forgot about that completely. But Friday just seems to absolutely fly by. I completely forgot they were even playing tonight. But
who are they playing?
I won't mention them. Oh well, I'll try not to anyway. Arsenal are playing. Oh, I don't know who they're playing. Is it Aston Villa? Probably isn't Aston Villa. Yeah, it is Aston Villa. That's a good guess. 8 o'clock. Anyway, yeah, Tree Slayer. I'm sorry, Sweet MJP 118.1. His teammate Tree Slayer is about to cross the. Well, he's going to cross the line in a second, but yeah, mind you, struggling on the wets as well, aren't they? One place where it's a bit dry and it's trackness in the bridge. But yeah, this is. We saw Dan Murphy with a slide come out the final corner, and Tree Slayers nearly having one as well. 157.0. There you go, going board with Sweet MJP. Then he's not too far away. See what the time in the wets is going to be. Oh, he's lucky not to invalidate there. You've got to be careful. Do you take the curbs? Do you completely avoid them? It depends on what your ride height is and your setup. I didn't know what mine was yesterday. I didn't have me set up on. But Sweet MJP's back across the line, and he's nearly 2 seconds slower. Might just have been a poor lap from him. But yeah, they only 2 times been set so far from the AlphaTauris, and they're really struggling, aren't they? At the moment, then, bit of a traffic jam going through Sector 1. Who's next across the line? It's McLaren. That's Plotters. I think it's coming to this pit entrance is awkward as well, especially in this weather. Difficult to get into as well. You mean Aston Villa on tonight? Villa Club. PB is one of the most watched F1 racing leagues on Twitch. Oh, I don't blame them. Oh, here we go. Bradfield's out on the wets. This is going to be funny. Let's keep our eyes on this. Villa are a bigger club than Arsenal. I know a lot of people have been slating Arsenal, but I think they look good for the future. Argentinians up to third in the wets, Starburst second, so at the moment Tree Slayers intermediates looking good. The thing is though, you might need them later on in the session. Tango's on 156.3, so yeah, the intermediates are definitely tied to be on now. But that's the thing, if it's going to be raining like this for a while, they might really need those intermediates come Q3, and see there's only 3 sets you can have. And you want to be out for multiple runs to try and get your lap set when the track's at its best condition. Yeah, back to the Arsenal Villa thing. I like Arsenal's squad, loads of decent young players. I was thinking they need a couple of good leaders there to bring them together. Someone like a Henderson in the middle of the park, but they lack a leader. See, their manager's not even the best of leaders. I think he's a good coach, Arteta, but he's not the best of. Oh, he's clipped the wall there, Bradfield. Not the best of leaders. But yeah, I think give it a few years, Arsenal will be really good again. And yeah, Villa, they've not had the best of seasons, have they? But they've got some great players in that squad. One taken from Bradfield's Norwich team. Talking to Bradfield, this is going to be a dreadful lap. Shocking. 2-minute lap, I reckon, here coming up. Let's have a look. He makes the line. Oh, it's just within 2 minutes. That is awful. Fucking diabolical. McKenty and the Alfa Romeo not too far off. Got Potstuff as well. I think Potstuff's a bit further up. He's coming in the pits. Yeah, you can see the rain has started to slow down as well. I think it's definitely time for the Inters now. McKenty's coming in the pits too. Yeah, wet tyres being abandoned here. Yeah, the ones that have gone out early on the Inters, obviously they've got to try and get a tyre wear on this game in general is not so bad, is it? No, he's already invalidated. Must have been listed next invalidated. Couldn't see where else it'd be. Menace Max then, championship leader. Obviously last week wasn't the best of weeks for him, was it? Didn't get in the points. Week before he was P4. Yeah, so Menace Max, he's been consistent, you know. I don't think he's actually won a race since Australia, which was, I think, 6 weeks ago nearly. But he's got second, he's got third, he's got fourth, so he's picking up points still. And Tango, look at that time, 154.1. Yeah, it's definitely intermediates now, easily. So yeah, he's doing really well here, Tango. Again, not sure if that's safe to be through or not though. Depends how much the track dries up in this session. Could still have a lot left to dry up in it. It's only recently stopped raining. Theo and the other Haas also on a lap, just behind his teammate. As we've seen, Menace Max got to P2, but 2.3 seconds off his teammate. Obviously, the more practice you have and the more laps you do, the tyres in better condition, warmer. Arsenal leaving me 20 years. Come on AC, saying Black Box. Where is AC? Yeah, he's having P3, isn't he? Yeah, AC's obviously Aston Martin driving usually on the Thursday. He's reserving tonight, so yeah, I'm sure Black Box will be trying his best to cheer on Argentina and Bradfield, but Aston Martin, the bottom of the constructors in the Premier League. It's hard to cheer on Bradfield, I know. Wonder if Arsenal going to pinch Smith Rowe down to $1 billion release clause. Well, Villa wanted to sign him, didn't they, beginning of the season? Is that lovely new Red Bull and Immortal about to come across the line? He's going to improve. He does improve. He's up to P3, 155.7, Tree Stadium, 154.6. Not long before that. So yeah, they're closing in on that Tango time now, but I don't think there's too much time left to find in these conditions unless it completely stops soon, which I don't think it will. Haas crosses the line. I think that's Knowlesy going again. Yeah, it is. Yeah, everyone is out. Well, a lot of drivers are out on track. I think a good 14 of them are. Theo on his lap then. He's had an incredible pace the last couple of weeks. He just struggles to get points in the race. He's avoiding mistakes in the race. It's not all about what happens in qualifying. Theo's fifth. 3.7 seconds off the lead.
Really impressive, Theo.
Very spread out. Such a long track, especially in these conditions. The times really will start to spread out. I'd say it's 4 seconds between some of them. Obviously, some have been set in the wets and different conditions. As Tango improves even more, 153.6. Incredible from Tango. He is absolutely flying. He's over a second quicker than Tree Slayer now. Again, that's the thing. You just don't know how much it's going to dry up, so you can't say that's safe yet. You just don't know. Irish New Potato is going to be across the line. He goes up to P2. It's a great lap. That was his first lap on those tyres as well, so still got to warm up quite a bit more. Really good time there from Irish New Potato. He's lucky to even be racing tonight, obviously after that late vote, but Vintage being very kind to him, letting him race, and he needs to give Vintage a big thank you. And who's that of a red? I thought I saw a red X pop up on someone. Young Tommy's out on the lap then. In Sector 3. The winner last week. In that McLaren, yeah, they've had mixed fortunes the last few weeks in McLaren. There's a poor race in Britain, but it's looking like a 1-2 at one point. Eventually both outside the points. Obviously last week Tommy won. I don't think Plotter's raced last week, so yeah, interesting. KD's joined, but he's not going to be able to get in his car because he's joined late, obviously. Plotter's up to P2, 4 tenths off Tango. Knowlesy, he's looking smooth in these conditions. Where is Knowlesy? Young Tommy's up to 2 though. Young Tommy loves these conditions. He absolutely loves them. Here is Knowlesy then. And yeah, this time's looking good, isn't it, actually? This time's looking really good. Can he get ahead of Tango, though? Can he get ahead of Tango? Yes, he can. Knowlesy up to P1 then. He got pole position, didn't he? I think it was the Netherlands he got pole position. That was a bit of a surprise to us. But he's definitely good in qualifying. And he's good in the race as well when it makes it work. Yeah, straight away that Tango's time is beaten. And the track is, yeah, 3 temps up again. Track's just constantly drying up and getting quicker. Got to stay out there because you don't know if that's safe. Knowlesy, you don't know if that's safe. Yeah, these cars probably just saving their tyres. But towards the end, we just seen. Who is that? I don't know who we've just seen actually. I don't know who we've just seen improve. It might have been Dylan, I don't know. He's invalidated here though. Pot stuff, vintage in the Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romero, as he says. He loves it. McKenty then. Oh, Bradfield.
Wheel.
Here we go. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, what silly. He's just lost it on the brakes. He's an idiot, this guy. He's fucking crap. Look at him. What's he doing there? What a dick.
Ridiculous.
He's gone flying straight on that. We'll have another watch with the other McLaren. Oh, bye bye.
Start at the back, it's fine.
There's a corner there. He meant to turn. Twitch doing a good job again, I can see. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's Mushroom's internet as poor. It's always fine for me. I've got the stream up now. It's all clear.
Yeah,
Tree Slayer 152.8. Menace Max improved as well. Too busy watching the wreck of Bradfield. But yeah, and all of a sudden, Knowlesy's time's now down in P4 because Tango improved as well. Plotter's improved too, so Knowlesy's down in 5th. Just going to keep improving, aren't they? Irish New Potato needs to find some more time, and he's doing that as well. As we've just seen, Tommy got to P2. And yeah, I don't think we'll find too much time in that on the intermediates now. I think it's as dry as it's going to be if it's still going to be raining. It won't get too much quicker unless it's completely stopped. But Knowlesy goes up to P1 and again puts himself back on top. Farf, Shadows and Pot Stuff. Oh, they've taken a... Well, Farf and Shadows in the pits is a bit of a risk. Jake the Slayer has must have invalidated that lap. Vintage has done a lap that's a good few seconds off everyone else. Pot Stuff in P20. So we've just seen Tree Slayer got... No, we didn't. We saw Theo, sorry, got to P7. Yeah, KD, even to KD. Tango's a 151.8. 7 temps clear of Knowles. It's maybe the track has still got more time then. It's just it's such a long lap. As Argentina goes up to P7, lovely lap there from him. It's such a long lap. There's so many places you can improve. So that's why you'll see people improve quite a bit. I think Starbus has just got up to P9 as well, isn't he? Yeah, he has. Alpine next, Irish Super Potatoes up to P2. Half a second off Tango. All the while, you're not surprised at who the top 7 is, are you? The top 7 is actually the top 7 in the standings, apart from Knowlesy, who's towards the back, and he's only towards the back. He's only been in a few races in this league, so not surprised at all by that. Argentina's doing really well from P8, obviously bottom in the standings with only 4 points, but we know he's better than that. We know he's, should be higher than he is. Immortal, I think he'll have some more pace in the bag as well. Sweet MJP in 14th, should improve on that as well. Vintage is up here as well. How much by? He's still a good few seconds off as McKenty goes up to P12. Jake the Slayer. Yeah, he's needs to set a time soon. Fast in the pit. Shadows on his outlap then. Shadows is reserving tonight, as is Immortal, and then the other reserve is Vintage himself. Go on board with Jake the Slayer. Watch the rest of his lap then. Comes out the final corner. Oh, turns in a little bit early there, but he's kept it going at least. He's only 13th for Slayer. Yeah, he could be in trouble at that time. I don't know what Farf's doing. I wonder if Farf's just starting last. Or is he coming out of the pits now? Yeah, he is. He's only got. Yeah. What's he done?
Oh, he's lost his week on the.
He's just driven straight into the wall. What on earth is he doing? Well, that's Farf out. And Tango's a 151.1, 1.2 seconds clear of Irish now. Yeah, Farf's out. Just come out the pits and decided driving the wall. It's a strange one. Shadows will have. Oh, I don't know if he's only going to get one go at it, you know. He's not going to get to the line in the next 20 seconds, I don't think. He might. I don't think we've got a quality glitch either in terms of the time, so. Alarm's not working. Banana Boss, thank Banana Boss for the follow. Follow number 1008. Love it. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, mate.
Shadows back across the line to start his lap then. What's the time on? Will he get time for 2 runs? He might know. He might. If we have a few seconds of a glitch, that'll be tight. Vintage still improving. Farf obviously on his outlap, but he's got no front wing, so it's no good for him. Well, he has got some of the front wing, but not enough. Set a decent lap. Sweet MJP's going to be next across the line, and he does not improve, so yeah, he's in trouble. Immortal's down in 15th. Jake the Slayer in 14th. He's improving, but not by too much. Oh, isn't it nice when you got a lovely Friday night stream? No apple and orange living pole or whatever it is. We've seen Theo got to P5 and Plotter's got to P3. And Farf has just crashed it now. Don't know what's gone on with Farf so far. He's struggled this season. Got some good points last week. He could have got a podium, but obviously reset the track, which cost him. Yeah, Tango going again. He's got definitely through. He's over a second, clearing first. McLaren looking good. Haas looking good as well, aren't they? I think, yeah, they're in the pits. They're happily through. McKenty and Slayer both in danger. Obviously, we know Bradfield and Farf going to be out.
So yeah, we can see what he can do.
Yeah.
Just watching him.
Maybe his Shadows. He's down in last, isn't he? We've seen Theo improve. He's got to P3. Yeah, Shadows looking like he's on a decent lap then. Will it be enough to get him through? Should get him ahead of Vintage. But Sweet MJP and Immortal at the moment, they're the ones to watch out for, aren't they? Next one across the line is going to be Immortal in terms of the battle for cars going out. We've got Mercedes there as well. But I think Mercedes are looking good, aren't they, at the moment? Argentina has retired in 11th, so he's definitely not safe there. If all the leads can set a decent enough time. He goes Immortal then. Lovely white Red Bull. How's qualifying been, saying Banana Boss? Yeah, not bad so far, mate. Immortal's about across the line. I think he'll be through a list. He's up to P12, so he's not necessarily safe for that. Then Shadows is next. Where can he go? He's up to 11th. Lovely lap from Shadows. Yeah. He was brilliant yesterday. He was brilliant. He was leading the race at one point. He was incredibly quick in qualifying as well. So yeah, he's only invited to reserve tonight. He's up into P11. He's outpacing Immortal as he did last night again as well. Sweet MJP's going to be next to the AlphaTauri. He's only 16th, but he's going to be out then. McKenty's invalidated as well. So it's only Vintage that can knock Starbust out. And if he doesn't find 4 seconds, which I can't see it happening somehow, but then the gap will be Starbus and Sweet MJP. 1300ths would be the gap going out at such a long lap at a long track in rain. That is incredible. That's incredibly close. I can't see Vintage improving enough to knock people out. He should be able to improve his time by a second maybe. He crosses line, he does, just over a second. He's still 2 seconds off his teammates. They're both Alfa Romeos around. Tharp, I don't know what he's playing at. Bradfield, well, I know exactly what he's playing at.
I'm really disappointed.
Sweet MJP down in 16th. Yeah, Starburst very lucky just to get through ahead of Sweet MJP there. And Slayer and Mortal were close too, weren't they? But yeah, the top 10, pace of their own, really a lot quicker, weren't they, in the top 10? And the impressive time that from Tango Low, over a second quicker than everyone else. Oh, Apple. I'm sorry, that bloody Apple. Shit. And he's at the top of a Red Bull win. Yeah, dry race, same Vintage as well. So we've got a reliable source now. I don't trust Bradfield. You can't blame me, can you? But yeah, not a bad Q1 session there. No big shocks really in terms of who's out and who's through. But Mushroom used Bradfield's setup last night, was good until the tyres were... Yeah, Bradfield's very good with his tyre wear. But not much else. There's no good... That's no good being good at tyre wear if you can't get 4 wheels on your car at the end of the race. Anyway, I'll let Bradfield talk for a minute, so I'll grab a drink and I'll be back with you Q2.
Here you go, boys, Q2. Intermediates, it's not going to dry up, is it? So, if everyone's ready up. Well, see, I'm not too fussed at being at the back. I was going to go for qualifying, but I don't mind this track, but I'll smash the mediums on, start, see what happens. Right, here we go. He's going to be the first one out. I wonder if anyone will save the intermediates. So I think you only get 3, I think that's correct. Might be wrong. But we will see. Oh, it looks dry. It's not raining, is it? Doesn't look like it's raining on mine, it's just... Oh, yeah, we've got... Yeah, here we go. Might be worth doing a lap on it, but I think it's going to dry out, so I'll stick the dry tyres on and wait it out. Why not?
Stopped raining, isn't it? So
no, it stopped completely raining, yeah.
Yeah. So cars are going to go out in the inters, just get a bit of practice really. It's a risk in case you crash, but we've seen it. They've done alright so far. They've been very good on the track, but yeah, it is obviously a street circuit, so it takes longer to dry up because of the walls.
Yeah, it's definitely going to dry
Same
up.
Same as Baku last week. We had rain one of them, didn't we? Might have been lead one, I think. Yeah, some already ready in the softs.
Who's going to take the risk and go out at the end?
Yeah, well, it will. I'm sure it will dry up towards the end, but obviously, if you can get through on it, it's probably much better because then you get 3 tyre choices, don't you, in the race. But I can't see it happening. I think we'll dry up.
Yeah,
definitely.
no, I think if you go out in the inters first, you're going to be you're going to be out. I think it's going to dry up.
Interesting stat as well from this season from the Premier League. I know we always say how close it is, but 17 of the 20 drivers have finished in the top 5 in the race. 17. Farf has finished 6th, so he had the podium last week taken away from him, so he's finished 6th. And there's 2 drivers that have not finished in the top 6 this season in the Premier League.
I wonder who that is.
And they're both the Aston Martin drivers, unfortunately. Good stat there for you, isn't it?
It's wonderful.
Wonderful stat, absolutely wonderful.
Love it, love it.
Podiums this season we've had. Guess how many different drivers from this league we've had on the podium. Guess in the chat. How many different drivers have we had? Thank you for 100 bits, Swan Shanks. Much appreciated as always, mate. Absolutely love him. Yeah, guess how many drivers in this league have been on the podium this season. in just 11
I'm
races.
going to go 7.
Bradfield's gone 7. We'll give you another minute. Get your guesses in. KD's gone for 6. This will be interesting. Keep pressing and guessing. Anyway, lap starting now for Menace Max. Track drying out. He's got to be careful, obviously.
Yeah, you've really got to be careful.
I mean, yeah, I don't think we're pushing it too much, to be honest.
No.
I think it will dry up. I'm sure it will towards the end of the session. Page gone for 9. Mushroom gone 8. Sloth 11. Shadows 5. Jake's gone for 11. We're guessing how many drivers in this league, Jonesy, have had a podium this season. Just this season. And there's Max on his laps. Good lap so far for Max. Definitely still intermediates, but yeah, it's a matter of whether it's going to dry up or not. I'll wait for it. Oh, KD, it's enough for the apple and orange crap. Oh, I'll time you out. Jonesy's gone 10. Answer is 13. 13 who have had podiums this season. New Potatoes had 4. Equals 2. Tango 3. Max had 5. McKenty's had 1. Cowie's had 2. Tree Slayer's had 3. Plotters 2. Tommy 4. And then 1 each for Liam, Plotters, Theo and Dylan. So yeah, only 7 drivers have not had podiums this season in this league. And we said at the beginning of the season when we looked at the grid, how do you pick a winner? It's so close. Like I say, it's proved us all right. Proved us right, really, isn't it? It's really entertaining though, because the racing's good on the whole as well. And you just don't know who's going to win each week. I know Max and Tango and Irish New Potato are towards the top in the standings, and then the McLaren drivers as well. You sort of paint a picture, but you're never at shock if one of them's going out in Q2 or, you know, not finishing in the top 5 or something, because it's so close between everyone. You know, in Max's lap, yeah, Sector 3, it's starting to dry out, I think, a bit more. Oh, it just doesn't look, in Sector 1, doesn't look too dry. There's more and more grip. It's a 152.0 from Max. Yeah, the puddles are going, aren't they? Yeah. The puddles are starting to go. You can see a dry line starting to form now as well. Tree Slayers, 4 temps off Max. That's what I mean. And there we go, DRS is now enabled.
There we are.
So that is usually a crossover point.
Irish P3.
I don't think you'll see people risking it yet going out on the dry tyres, because you'll still be slower. There'll be huge risk of crashing.
You've got plenty of time,
got to try and wait. I think we might just see a really hectic last 5 minutes of people going out on dry tyres to try and get through. That'd be a great last 5 minutes, I think, in this qualifying session today.
There might be a few shocks.
Yeah, we are seeing cars doing times on the intermediates, but we're not too interested in them because we know they're not going to be times that are going to get them through. But if we give a bit of TV time too.
The mediums already.
Already, yeah.
Is that correct? The mediums? Am I right?
Yeah. But yeah, I just don't think it's time yet. I mean, you'll be a couple of seconds slower still. On board with Potts up in the Ferrari anyway. He's in the top half, so he's had a good last few weeks after a slow start to the season. He had great opportunities early in the season. I think Italy and Bahrain, but little mistakes, unfortunately, I think cost him the spins, the amount of points, but he's picked it up definitely of late. Potts. Jake's had more podiums than Bradfield. There's your fun fact. Yeah, I love you, KD, again. He pissed me off about the apple and orange crap for a minute. And Irish New Potato's out. And that is the risk of going out when you don't need to. Immortal on medium tyres.
Jamie's had more wings than me. Jamie's too young to drink.
He's had more wings, Jamie. There we go, look. He's just gone straight on there, Irish New Potato. I don't know what on earth's gone on there. It's not a normal place to crash, is it? Beefy had one here yesterday. It looked like he just went straight on. In fact, he's been asked for footage for that because of the nature of the incident. I don't know what's happened for Irish New Potato there. But, yeah, he's out. Let's have a look at the pole sitters for this season then. Another stat. Yeah, poles, like I say, pole position is just one pace lap, isn't it? It doesn't matter too much to me. 7 drivers had on pole position. 3 each for the Mercedes drivers and Max and Tango, and 1 each for Tree Slayer, Plotters, Liam, Equals and Knowlesy. That's your 11 races. Yeah, cars going out on the dry tyres already. And yeah, that track is getting dry, but it's still slippery. It's still a bit slippery, isn't it? I don't know why they're going out yet. I'd just leave it for one run.
I wouldn't go on the mediums just yet. Wow.
Don't forget, these tyres are going to be the ones you start on if you get through on them as well. He's already going on the mediums here in Morton. That track does look a lot drier now, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's dried up really quickly. To my surprise. I still think there'll be a couple of pinch points though, where it'll be a tad slippery. Yeah, Mortal. Obviously, we're trying to get through on this time as well, so he's going to be putting his foot down.
Yeah,
Not a big fan
few
of
good on the
Mortal,
mediums as well, aren't they, ready? So
yeah,
we'll wait and see. I think a few of the slower drivers might go on the softs just to take the advantage. You never know.
Yeah, be starting on the soft tyres. The tyre wear around here. I know this game tyre wear's better, but the tyre wear around here is not.
Sometimes it's worth the risk, isn't it? Because you're going to get a safety car, aren't you?
Well, yeah, if you get an early safety car, then it's not bad starting on the softs, but. Yeah, Swanshanks must have the biggest bank account I've ever seen. Another 100 bits on Swanshanks, and we absolutely love him for it. But like
it's
we
all
say,
that drug dealing, I reckon.
like I say, all that goes towards obviously the competition we had out last week, which Menace Max won as well. So congratulations to him. Yeah, he has received his reward, and obviously trophies come the end of the season as well. Delivery fees for that and everything, it all goes towards that. So the more that's put in, the more you get out of it, the more we get to do bits with the league and that as well. So it all goes back into that.
What it is, Jay, if you're a Champions League winner, you get the Champions League replica trophy, is that correct? And then the Premier League, you get the Premier League replica trophy.
Well, not quite.
No?
Immortal goes for the final corner. Well, you're not winning any, so. And he goes up to P1, obviously. 141.2. Yeah, not too sure if that's going to be a top time or not. Plotters is invalidated on the softs, Spears on the softs. There might be scrub runs still, I don't know. They might thought they've got time for a scrub run. But, yeah, I thought a couple of these we've gone through in the mediums. Obviously, when the track is still a little bit damp, you want the more grip as possible. And the softs will be a lot more effective. But you don't really want to start the softs around here. Especially you softs. 200 bits from Swanshanks as well. Again, come on. Let's make a hype train out of this thing. Who's going to get in on it? I'll stick a couple in myself as well if we get it started. So who's going to have the KD pit stop today? Oh, and it puts on the wrong tyres for you. There we go, Theo. 5 tenths quicker than Mortal. It's happened to me too as well. Usually it's the hard tyres it puts on. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, Tommy's on 139.4. It's a fantastic lap. Absolutely fantastic lap from young Tommy.
Tommy is on the ball. He's on fire.
1.3 seconds ahead of Fear already. Yeah, most of them are out now on the mediums and the soft tyres. Starbust, he is going again. Obviously invalidated his first run. Starbust is invalidated this run, unfortunately for him. Yeah, everyone else, I can't see Tommy and Theo going. I'm not sure. Yeah, Theo is going again, isn't he? What is he doing?
So I mixed up strategy, you know, at the minute. We've got softs and mediums.
You can't start here on 2 lap old softs. Immortal's gone quicker. That's on mediums. Oh, 138.8. Wow. 6 tenths quicker than Tommy. So yeah, it definitely is still drying up. I think the ones that are set laps already on. I think Tommy and Fear went too early. Unless they've both done this on scrub runs and are now going to go in for some mediums. It's the only way I think they'll be alright. Thank you to Lucy for 200 bits as well. Again.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Swanshanks has stuck 200 in just before. I'll stick 100 in now. Hopefully I'll start a hype train. Come on. Oh, what do you mean no? There we go. It's coming. It's coming. There we go. Lovely job. Theo on his lap then. Is he going to go for it? No, he's coming the pits, isn't he? This awkward, horrible pit entrance. If you go wide there, it gives you a warning in the race as well, so you have to be extra careful. Max just crossed the line to start his lap. Tree stays a bit further. Has Max invalidated already? Yeah, he has. I thought he went over that curve. Plotter's up to P1 then. Oh, who's spinning? No one's spinning. Car's turning. Plotter's up to P1. 2 lap old soft, so you don't. He's not going to have time to get back in the pits or anything, so he's have to start on them. Maybe I'm just terribly shit at the tyre wear last night around here, but I wouldn't want to start on 2 lap old softs around here. I'd be pitting after that 3 or 4. They're all better than me.
Well, you said though, the tyre wear isn't so bad as it was last year. Last year's game was terrible.
Look at that. 136.8 from Tree Slayer on the mediums. Potts has 137. Plotter's in trouble here. He's not got enough fuel for another lap. He's in real trouble. Tommy's going to come out. Yeah, Tommy's in bits. Dylan goes up to P2 in the mediums. Yeah, I tell you what, Pot Stuff and Plotter's definitely in trouble. They can't improve on those times. Starburst further down as well. Argentina is on the medium tyres.
Got Slayer here. He's got
Jesus
nice,
Christ,
nice
another
little
200
toe
bits from Lucy, another 100 bits from Swanshanks as well.
Brilliant,
God,
thank
breaking
you.
the bank balance here. Argentina's about to cross the line. He's up to P3. And the medium's better than the softs. Knowlesy's up to P2. And the medium's better than the softs today for some reason or what. But that's ridiculous. Tango P1,
long, like I said,
136.4. Starburst next, he's on the soft tyres. And he's fourth, but still you'd expect a soft speed quicker than that, wouldn't you? Menace Max is on the medium tyres, we know he's going to have time for one run. Jake the Slayer's on a lap then. Bit of a train towards sector 1. Well, I'll say train, obviously it's not a race, but he's out on the soft tyres. That's Plotters then. Yeah, I think he's saved up enough battery. Is he coming in? Plotters is coming in. He's going to be out. Plotters is out then. He doesn't want to start on 3-lap hold softs, does he? Definitely not. That's why he's coming in, because he's got enough fuel. So Plotters, he's in big trouble here. Yeah. The tyres in the pits. Oh yeah, he's not got time to come out, so... Not much else he could do.
In the day, it's a racing that counts.
Here goes Jake the Slayer then. Coming out the final corner, he's on the soft tyres. Crosses the line and he's up to P6. He's slowing his teammate. His teammate's in the mediums. Pot Stuff comes in the pits, so he's in trouble as well. He's struggle for him to get through. Treeslay's having another run. I think he might as well save his tyres. I think he's alright there. Red Bull's next. It's going to be Immortal. And he's up to P3. 4-lap hold mediums, so you don't want to start on them, surely. Next is going to be... Who is that? I think that's Dylan going for another lap. Yeah, it was. We've got Mercedes next. Max needs to find some time, doesn't he? This will be his only run at it as well, so this is all or nothing for Max. So no one's a real shock if they go out because it's that close, but at the same time, be surprised if you saw Max go out. Be surprised if you see Plotters go out, but we're not going to have both McLarens in Q3. I don't know when the last time that happened, when it was Plotters and Tommy both racing. See Tommy down 11th, but if he improves and gets through, Plotters will then be knocked out, of course. You expect Tommy to get through, but he's only got one lap at it. Shadders will cross the line next. And he goes up to only 12th for Shadders. He's got another lap at it though. Argentina could be through. He's ahead of Pot Stuff and Plotters. Obviously Irish Potato's already out. He's got a chance here. Shadders going for another lap. Tommy's obviously just started a lap. Theo is just behind Shadders. So there we go. Shadders is backed off, so Shadders is out then. And we just see Max got the P2. Brilliant from Mercedes. They're 1 and 2, and they are through. So it's all on Tommy and Theo then.
Quality lap from Tango.
Yeah, it's Pot Stuff in Argentina at risk. P11 would be a bad place to start for anyone here. I think Argentina, all due respect, he's obviously not been the quickest this season. If he gets to Q3, he'll probably be 8th, 9th or 10th. I'd rather be 11th on fresh tyres, especially when you've got people in the top 10 on 4-lap old mediums, 3-lap old mediums at Tree Slayers. He crosses the line. People on soft tyres as well. If I was Argentina, I'd be preying on Tommy and Theo to get ahead of him here and get to 11th. I think that'd be a great place to start on fresh tyres. Oh look, that height train's nearly there. Oh, I'm going to have to top up myself. Completely took me on, isn't it? It's on 94%. Can we get to level 1? If I get my phone up quick enough, I can. Tommy is looking good. He's on a fantastic lap, isn't he? Quickly get 100 in. There we go. I think that's done it. I think we get to level 1. Lovely. Thank you everyone that donated for that. And yeah, Tommy's doing well. I'd be surprised if this wasn't good enough to get him through. Could be in the 136s here actually.
Yeah, he's
taking a really tight lap. Comfortably 136s.
Yeah.
Comfortably through, up into P3. What can Theo do? I'd expect him to get through as well. He crosses the line, he does get through into 7th. And there we go, Argentina by 10th, he's knocked out. Jake the Slayer went through on the softs. So it's Slayer and Starburst on the softs. Slayer only a 10th quicker than Argentina, that was on the softs. I know he said it a bit earlier in the session, but yeah, Argentina in P11 there. That's not bad at all. But yeah, Plotter's a bit of a surprise there in Irish New Potato, obviously crashing in the intermediates. Well, he didn't need to be out on the track. I don't know what happened there for Irish New Potato, but yeah, Tango did 1 lap on those mediums. Well, it says 0 laps actually, but he'll have an advantage at the start over Immortal and Tree Slayer. Immortal and Tree Slayer obviously on older tyres. Max 2 laps, it won't be too much of a problem, but yeah. Had good
Yeah,
play.
Irish. Perfect
Factor.
for Irish there. Take P11, fresh mediums or sauce, whatever you want to do.
Swan Shank's just going and going and going with the bits. Lucy's put more in as well.
Come on.
God,
keep
these
going.
two, absolute legends. These two are. Love them. Absolutely love them both. Yeah, there we go. It's confirmation of what we've just been through. It's all relatively close, isn't it? Second between them all. That top four, look how close they are. 2 tenths between Tree Slayer, Tango, Tommy, and Max. And, you know, like I say, they are the top 4 in the standings. Well, 4 of the top 6. I know Irish Lee Potato and Plotters are up there as well, but they're obviously out already. So that could be the battle for pole position. In fact, they are comfortably. And Shadows has subscribed at Tier 1 for 3 months in a row now. So thank you to Shadows for subscribing. Fingers crossed Argentina doesn't get damaged yet, that's the thing. Just trying to stay out of trouble and avoiding any damage. Love you for having me on fantasy.
Mate, we could do it.
Yeah. Don't blame me, KD. Right, let's get his pole position thing set up then. I'll stuff it. I'll give it another 100 bits. Why not? Come on, level 2. Let's get this thing going. Let's get it going. Oh, is it raining again?
It's dry at the
We're back on it. It's raining again.
Oh, it is raining, like I said, yeah. Because it's raining at the end when we watched the classifications. It was raining.
it? But it's raining again. So that. Well, I wasn't told this. Another 100
It
bits
might
from
be
Swan
enough. It
Shanks.
might be enough. I don't know because
Has
I
he
can't
just
see.
got
But it might be
access
enough.
to the Bank of England? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy, Swan Shanks. Thank you very much again.
It might be enough to go on the dries quickly if you do a quick lap. I don't know.
Let's quickly get the pole set up then. But yeah.
No, it's chucking it down.
Is it? Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
no, you can't
completely
go on
wet,
the
isn't
dries.
it?
No, yeah.
Oh
I
well.
thought if you might have a chance to go out, you might have a quick lap on the dries, you might get through, but no, it's chucking it down.
Here we go. Pole is out. We did this a couple of weeks ago. Knowles ended up in pole position. He weren't voted for, so that other vote might be well worth going for.
Might go for Tommy, Tree Slayer, and Tango.
Yeah, Tommy Tree Slayer Tango 3 Ts. That might not be a bad shout. Menace Max obviously certainly struggles in qualifying though, isn't he? A couple of instants and disconnects as well. He's had disconnect too, so yeah, see if he can get back on top today though as well. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Oh, Shadows broke his wing and his outlap. That's not so good then. Farf broke his wing coming out of the pits in Q1. That was him out. It's a risk of leaving it so late in the session. Oh god, I'll send another 100 bits in. Why not? Come on, let's get to level 2. Come on, we've got 1 minute. Only Knowlesy in the pits at the moment, and he's now coming out of the pits as well. But first one is going to be, well, it must be Theo. So he's giving us the TV time for Theo. Jesus Christ, this could be funny.
Oh, he's...
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Did you hit that barrier there?
He nearly did, yeah. Nearly went flying into it straight away, didn't he? Jesus Christ. I think Swanee has hit 80,000 bits. It's just crazy. Something wrong with you, mate. Something wrong with you. Absolutely brilliant. I'll have a look soon when the hype train ends. Looks like it's going to end, unfortunately. Yeah, Theo and his outlap then. It's been... That's
Yeah,
3
he's on
minutes.
77,000 at the minute. I think Swanee, obviously, he's gone past that now.
It's ridiculous. Crazy Swanee. We won't complain. Anyway, Theo and his outlap about to start his lap. He's not about to start his lap. He's about to smack it in the wall and lose his front wing. Who's next?
Oh.
Tommy. I said you
Tommy
could see
loves the
something
way.
funny.
I think he's
Lap
going to get
didn't even
pole here.
start.
I've got a feeling he's going to get pole.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It could all be about timing. If it dries, I don't know if it's meant to dry up or get wetter, but it could all be about timing.
So consistent, Tommy is. I've never known a driver so consistent in a dry and a wet.
Yeah,
What a driver.
he is. He's incredible. Brilliant driver, Tommy. Yeah, wet conditions. He does like those, doesn't he?
Loves it.
Yeah, hype train over. Big thanks for all the bits and subs, guys. Thanks to Shadows, Lucy, Swan Shanks. I don't think anyone else donated, but yeah, thank you if you did. Jacob Slayer still hovering on those softs in the pits. Yeah, I'm surprised it rains in Singapore as much as it does.
It's Tommy's German, isn't he? So he's
Big yellow
definitely
flag
going to
from
rain.
or it's Theo just getting in the way. Yeah, we see a lot of rain in German Grand Prix before, haven't we? No more
He's
so
one
than Hockenheim
Schumacher
in
of the
20.
esports.
Was it 2018? I think that was a brilliant race in Hockenheim where Hamilton crashed, came over the pit lane, came out, crashed again. Didn't know what tyres put in his car. Wonderful race. Jonesy will tell you all about it. My young Tommy's laps look really tidy. Swanshanks is still going with the old bits. Absolute legend. What a legend. This is, I really don't like that bit. Oh, he's nearly clipped his wheel going into the bridge. It's a really tough little section there. A little bit of wheel spin too. Yeah, anyway, pole position pole. 5 votes for Tommy, 1 for Tango. Yeah, Tommy is the favourite of pole position. He's about to complete his lap now. He's going to be 152s easily. 152.2. Next is Treeslayer. What can he do? He improves by Tommy's time by half a second.
Tommy got extra fuel
huge
if he's going
surprise.
to go again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's no huge surprise. It's not a big gap for being on wet tyres here. Dylan's going to be next a long way off the pace, unfortunately for him. I don't know if he made a mistake, I presume he did. Immortal's going to be next again. He's a little bit off the pace today, isn't he? Not too bad though, it's only a second off the P1. Menace Max is next. What can he do? He's up to P1 by 10th. By 10th. He's quicker than Treeslayer. Menace Max. Looking back to his best, isn't he? Starbust up to P5. Tango's next though. He's been incredible. I think he might get pole. He's half a second clear. I think Tango will get pole position personally. That's my guess. My prediction anyway. Cleo's in, obviously, yeah, he's got no front wing, is he? Oh dear. It's not so good. Knowlesy's next then. Yeah, I think Tango just looks a cut above the rest in these conditions. Knowlesy's not going to take all that curve. He crossed the line, he's up to P5. So, yeah, Tango just half a second clear of Max and Tree. So, yeah, Tommy a bit further back. We're going for back-to-back though, I'm pretty sure. Yep, they are, some of them. Tango might beat my inter time, saying KD. Yeah, obviously KD, our winner last night. Was meant to race tonight, but unfortunately couldn't in the end.
That's a dominant performance from KD.
It was, yeah, he's lucky he had me fucking sat behind him, holding everyone up. If I had my setup on, I'd have stayed in 3 seconds, I reckon. It was like the last 2 laps.
No, for the shit.
No, if I had my setup on, I wouldn't have challenged him, but I don't think he'd have pulled 3 seconds out in 2 laps. And Tommy
did
just
Tommy
into the wall.
hit the wall there?
It's very easy to do it there. I see a lot of people do it last night. I was racing behind, I think it was Psycho like Santan last night, and he was doing it every lap. So, yeah, Tommy's brother. So, it doesn't surprise me that Tommy's doing that same thing as well. Tommy's back across the line, and no, he doesn't improve, but he's going to go for another one, but Treeslayer again, no, he doesn't improve. Might have just going to say he's got a bit of, what's it called, like that, a bit of juice. Tommy's going to be next then, Jake's across the line to start his lap. Dylan's going to improve. It's P7, not too much, I think it's Tommy, I think Dylan. Yeah, so Theo's now coming out of the pits, Jake Lasay's now on the lap. Only 5 minutes left of the session. This quali session is absolutely blasted by, isn't it? Knowles, he's 6 temps up. That'll put him close to Tango. Yeah, really nice line he's taken there as well.
Come on, Knowlesy. You
Tommy won the pole position pole. Tango does a 151.0. He improves by another 10th. Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat. It's going to be very hard to beat that time, Tango. Knowlesy then, I think we'll go up to P2 here. How long for, I don't know, but we'll see. He's back across the line, and he's always not gaining so much time in sector 3. He's only just ahead of Treeslayer in P3, but still a good time there. But it's looking good for Mercedes at the moment. Max and Starbus in the pits, refueling, I presume, and then maybe sticking on some fresh inters if they have them available.
Go on, yep.
They might have one, obviously, as you get 3 sets, they're not going to be needing the race. I don't think Max touched them in Q2, so there should be fresh ones he's got available to throw them on. Of course, it's hard to warm them up though, so you need to have an aggressive out lap if he's going to do that. You only have time for 1 lap, I think, now, because of how long it does take to get round. Even if you come out the pits now, you'll only have time for 1 lap. That's crazy, isn't it? You come out with 4 minutes on the clock, and you only have time for 1 lap, unless you absolutely blast it on your out lap.
It goes Slayer. Is it Slayer? I don't know if he's picked the air.
Going board with Tommy and Treeslayer, actually. I'm not sure if they're up or not, but he is going again. I think they're fueled up for the whole session. They must have done, so they can't come back out now. Tommy's back across the line. He's up to P3. Treeslayer's next. He's half a second up, and he's up to P2. He's only a 10th off Tango. That's really close between them. Dylan's going to be up. Slayer, sorry.
No.
That's
P9,
P9. I'd say first run on the tyres. Doesn't seem to work. Immortal's staying out, so yeah, they've got to stay out now, otherwise I won't be able to get back out in time. Immortal then. It would have improved by 2 temps. Next up is going to be, it's not Noel, you know, it's Theo just when he's out lap. Tango. Yeah, again, I think he's just done a deployment saving lap. And now he's going again.
Destroy them, destroy the intermediates. It's going to be a dry race. It's fucking going for it.
Tango. Down into turn 1 then. Clipping the curb. That's an awkward place to invalidate there. That orange sausage curb just behind him. Accidentally click the button. Stay narrow and get out wide there. Don't do an Ocon on Perez. And you really want to swoop in here, get as wide as you can, swoop over, almost 4 wheels over I'd go. This is usually where we have DRS in the race. Obviously not today. Tango then down, finishing sector 1, he's just up on his time. Wide line, swoops in, takes a lot of the curb. Knowles, he's retired in the pits then, so he's all done, he's not going to get out in time. So it's, yeah, he had more pace than that, Knowles. If it was a bit disappointing, he's not been able to challenge the pole again. Taken out nicely there, that wall then opens up, allows you to go a bit wider there. Tango's taken full advantage of that. Clips that early curb. Singapore sling, not swing, as someone said yesterday. This is awkward, this is really awkward braking zone. Taking it nicely there, but in the race, you can easily see pile-ups there when one car just brakes a tad early or a tad too late, and there's always contact there at every race I've ever seen in Singapore. 2.5 temps up here, Tango then turns in a tad late. You can invalidate there if you go 4 wheels off there. Not even off the track, it's just past the white line, that's it, it invalidates you. Yellow flags as cars moving out of the way. It's been a fantastic lap from Tango. Again, that wall opens up nicely. Everything Dylan up to P6. We've just seen Jake Deslayer. I'm not sure he's improved too much. Bit of a wobble there from Tango. It's the first real wobble of the lap. So we come in the final couple of corners then. He'll have one more lap left in him as well. Tango, it's a long lap. We've just seen Theo improve up to P8. Takes a lot of that curb. This is going to be in the 150s from Tango. Definitely. Across the line, 150.5. Gains nearly half a second. Fantastic lap. 6 temps clear again. He's looking clear favourite pole position. We've got a huge weight on track, haven't we, at all? The next one to cross the line is Menace Max, and he's only halfway through the lap, and I think he's made a mistake on his lap, so he's decided to abort it and race to try and get back to start another lap. He's got a hell of a race in his hands, though, if he wants to get there. You have to absolutely push it all the way, and he might just about get to the checkered flag. But anyway, everyone else behind Max are on their final run, unless we have a timing glitch that I don't know about. Yeah, Tommy, you'd expect him to be right up there, wouldn't you? I mean, he's over a second off Tango at the moment. I know he's not set a lap the last few minutes, Tommy, when the track's been a bit quicker and he's sliding a little bit. Avoids that curb though that time. A little bit late turn in again, but it won't cost him too much. If you're late turn in, at least you're late in for the next one, so you miss that apex. Yellow flags for Mercedes. I think that's Tango just... I don't know what the yellow flag was for, actually. But anyway, checkered flag is out. Yeah, Max did make it. He did make it. Will Tommy make it? Oh, Tommy's gone wide. He's lucky not to invalidate. He crosses the line, and he's up to P3. He sees the checkered flag, so Tommy's done. That is it then. Everyone's on their final run. Tree Slayer doesn't manage to improve. I don't think he made the checkered flag in time, did he? Next up's going to be... Is that Jake the Slayer? He's invalidated his time, unfortunately. I think it might have been in the final corner, I'm not too sure. Immortal's going to be next then. Got a big rush of cars coming across now. Immortal, he's definitely going to improve in his time. He's up to P3. Lovely time there for Immortal. Into the pits, I think that's... Not sure, I think that's Dylan. Theo's going to be next then in the Haas. He's only a 10th or so up. He's up to 7th, gets ahead of Dylan. Where can Menace... Oh, that's not Menace Max, sorry, that's Tango, isn't it? Tango's next across the line. He doesn't improve in his time. And we see another car coming to the pits. There's only Max and Starbus left. Starbus comes in the pits then. And it's all down to Menace Max, and we've got about a minute left of his lap as well, so sit back, relax and enjoy it. It's a weird how it's worked out. Max just got across the line, but they're already spread out. All the cars were in one half of the track, weren't they? And it was Max, the only one that actually made it across the line in time to get another lap done. Yeah, we'll see what the second 2 times like as he comes to the end of this straight. He's a 10.5 up here, Max. So yeah, I mean that time from Tango's looking unbeatable, isn't it? Unless he finds 9 temps here. But 10.5. This could put Max up into 3rd. If he has a stonker of a final sector, he could make it Mercedes 1-2 still. He needs half a second on lap to get ahead of Tree Slayer. But yeah, I think Tango's got pole position here, isn't he? I think he knows it. I think everyone else knows it. But this has been a really nice start to sector 3 until then from Menace Max. He could be gaining a good bit of time here. I'm not sure, but I'm sure will improve. How much will it be though? Max is about to cross the line. It's a 150.9, so he does got to P2. He did have a good sector 3. We thought I looked really nice and fluent. Tango is on pole position, but Menace Max has just made it a Mercedes 1-2. That's an incredible time there towards the end. What a great sector 3 that was. Track might have started to dry up a little bit more as well. Not sure if that helped him. But in the end, the gaps were quite big, nearly 3 seconds. There's no one even close to each other, apart from Immortal and Tommy. But yeah, well done for Immortal. Pulled out of the hat in the end, but no surprise. Yeah, the only close one is Immortal and Tommy. Would have said Tommy to be ahead of Immortal, and that would have made the top 4 that we put in. But Tango on pole position, Mercedes 1-2. Yeah, no shocks there. Haas in 6th and 7th, Williams in 8th and 9th. So yeah, 3 teams, obviously both their cars through. Great for Mercedes 1-2, saying Sam Swift. There's 2 tenths left, saying Tango. Yeah, I think Tango might, yeah, could have had more time in that as well. It's an incredible lap though. Anyway, yeah, so for Tango, that's pole position. Number 7 for the league, but this season, let me have a look for this season. I know he has had a couple, hasn't he? That's Tango's 4th pole this season, yeah, not bad. His quality pace has been incredible. There we go, it's all dry all of a sudden. Good to see. Any milestones tonight? Let's have a look through the old statistics. Race number 50. Race number 50 in the league for Menace Max. There we go then.
Well done, Menace, mate.
It's only towards the end of last season he joined, but he's been, like I say, he's now got Champions League seats. Never missed a race. Reserved a lot, of course. He was in League 1 beginning of last season, got promoted. So yeah, that was
Menace
fair
Max
play to
League
Menace
1
Max.
last season, mental, innit?
Race
Proved
number
so
50.
much.
Yeah, really pleased for him. Not going to see if there's any others, but can't see any. If Tommy gets a podium today, it'll be his 25th podium in the league. How about that stat? How about that? So he got one nearly every race in League 1 last season, where most of them came from. He's got a good few this season as well. He got some reserve in as well in other leagues. Farf's the only one that hard then, that's surprising. Only one car's gone for the hard tyres. So everyone's... Unless they want to put the hards on towards the end, it might be a 2-stopper. Yeah, Farf's in a good place there. 100 bits from Guess Who, Swanshanks. Hope I don't spin, saying Jake Lasay. Well, I think most people hope they don't spin. Jake Lasay and Starburst are 2 that had to use softs to get through the Q3. The 2 starting 9th and 10th. So that's what I mean. They just got through, didn't they? Jake Lasay and Starburst. Argentina is on fresh mediums because he got knocked out. Jake Lasay and Starburst 9th and 10th on old softs. Argentina's in a better place than Jake and Starburst easily. I know people might have been saying, oh, what you want about? You think Argentina's better off getting knocked out, but you look now, he's in a much better position, surely. Yeah, Potters is the only one in the bottom 10 that's decided to go for softs. Far from the hards, everyone else are mediums. Yeah, there's a pit strategy. I don't know. I think it'll be a mixture of 2 stops and 1 stop, to be honest. Most tracks have a select strategy, but here the tyre wear is not the best. Obviously, it's such a long lap as well. You lose a lot of time if you're on the hard tyres, but obviously you save the time for a pit stop. Yeah, if this was a track where it had a pit lane as long as Britain's, I think everyone would be on a 2-stop. Yeah, it's interesting. Plotters obviously wants to make place up at the start. After that, whatever went on for him in qualifying, I don't know if he just got his timing wrong or what, but obviously Plotters wouldn't be too happy with that, of course. We don't talk about my planned strat then, same page. Oh, what's Page's planned strategy? Not a 3-stop, surely. Did someone notice Menace, saying Senna? What do you mean, did I notice him? Medium soft, saying Senna is his strategy. Oh god. I don't think that's possible around here. Definitely wouldn't be for me anyway. Anyway, they're now coming up to take their place on the grid. Medium soft, easy. Really?
Pushing it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Absolutely no way. I wouldn't even dream of doing that. Yeah, Mercedes, I don't know how many Mercedes 1-2s for adult season. I think there has been, surely, before. You can stretch the mediums long. Oh, I'm not so sure. Yeah, KD can't do that. If KD can't, no one can. But Enright can do it, though, can he? He can do it.
Enright can do like 50 laps.
Softs to the end, yeah. If he can never get past turn 1. Anyway, we've got lights. Not got any revs. Have we got revs?
Yeah, we're going.
We have. It's lights out and away we go. He's got a better start than Mercedes. Tango's got a good start. Treesa's not got the best of starts. And there's a car slammed in the wall. I think it's a Red Bull. Both Mercedes managed to keep the 1-2. Immortal. He's up ahead of Tommy. Treesa's had a really poor start. His wings everywhere. Sweet MJP's lost in places. Faf's gained a good few towards the back though. There's all chaos towards the back though, so we'll take our eyes off the front for a minute. Treesa's had a poor start obviously, isn't he? Argentina's up to P8, and that's what I mean. Jake the Slayer and Starburst have gone down. Argentina's already up into 8. There we go. That's why that strategy is better. Jake the Slayer. Plotter's trying to get past these two now. Jake the Slayer under big pressure. Knowlesy and Treesay fighting it out. Look, P6 and P5. Look, Treesay's going to have the inside. Knowlesy sends it down the inside. Treesay on the outside. Just about left enough room. It's a brilliant battle we've got going on between these two early on the race. Knowlesy on the outside. There's contact. Treesay aggressive, but manages to get the move done. Lovely move there from him. Irish Super Potatoes up to 13th. Then Plotters can start making some moves. Shatters, yeah, he's lost end plate, isn't it? Shatters. He's backing off. Shatters, yeah, he's going to let Bradfield through. If Bradfield can keep it on the track, that is. And yeah, Vintage further back too. I don't know if there's damage for cars further back, but yeah, end plates everywhere. Bradfield was saying I can't actually see cars with much damage. Jake Lasay's getting passed by Plotters now. I don't think Jake Lasay's going to be able to fight this too hard because Plotters on fresh tyres, and Plotters has turned in too early and there's contact. And Plotters always on. I think Irish Super Potatoes got damage in that. I think that was Plotters' fault, to be honest himself, and he'll be completely gutted with that. But he just turned in too early. Irish Super Potatoes gone wide now. He's struggling. I don't know if there's damage here for Plotters. Either Starburst making his way through. McKenty's there too. And yeah, it's getting a bit messy towards the back now. Oh, I think Plotters just slid in there a bit too early. And it looked like Jake Lasay dive bombing, but I say as times I see the footage, it's completely different to what I imagined. But yeah, on early inspection for that one, I think Plotters might have himself to blame for that. But anyway, in the pits, Starburst and Irish Super Potato, just a bystander in that. So whoever's at fault between Plotters and Jake Lasay, it caused obviously on wing damage right front. There's only 2 cars in the pits, so I don't know what the end plates flying everywhere bit was from Bradfield for. I think, didn't Shadders have... Shadders got wing damage. What's he staying down? He's got a whole end plate missing. He's staying out, Shadders. That's not going to last long. There's Vintage will get him in a minute. Anyway, yeah, we're able to look at all that towards the back because towards the front, they're all spread out really, aren't they? Max has lost a second... Well, Tango's a second clear of Max. Yeah, he's really got good race pace here as well, Tango, isn't he? He's looking really good. Immortal's about a second a bit behind. Tommy's trying to get past Immortal. And yeah, Treeso didn't have the best of starts off the line, did he? Lost a couple of places. And was fighting with Knowlesy. Knowlesy's got his wing man, should I say, wing boy, Theo in P7. Yeah, but Argentina, like I say, start 11th, fresh mediums. There you go, look. Now he's up in a P8. Has McKenty got damage? Oh, I think he might. He must have. With the timing, the amount of time he's losing. I reckon I'm getting some stupid camera angle. Yeah, he's missing a whole end plate as well. You've got to pit, especially at a track like this. You've got to pit if you miss them. But Farf's up in the 12th. Sweet MJP's completely outbraked himself. I think it's, and there he goes. Let Plotters through. Yeah, McKenty. What a start for Farf. He's gained 8 places on those hard tyres. He's up in the P12 and he's 5 seconds clear of this battle we've got going on here. Plotters just got to be patient. And yeah, McKenty's got to come in the pits, hasn't he? And yeah, he's lost his old front wing now. Oh, he's turning in on Plotters as well. He's got a mind out of the way, McKenty. He's got a mind out of the way, and Sweet MJP's. Oh, and Bradfield's managed to squeeze him past just about. Yeah, Plotters finally gets out. I don't know why he's staying out of end plate damage shots. I mean, Shadow's now coming into the pits as well. Absolutely no point staying out if you've got an end plate missing. Even if you've got minor light green damage on this game, it's just you can't cope. Let alone at this track with an end plate missing. And yeah, Tommy getting closer, isn't he? DRS is now enabled, of course. Closing up to Immortal. Immortal want to try and find a couple of attempts so we can get within a DRS and Max to help defend. There's a big trainer all the way down to 8th. And look at this, Argentina. There we go. Brilliant race pace he's got to add so far, isn't he? He's 2 seconds clear with Dylan. He's pulling away from him too. And he battles on towards the back as well. Yes, really worked well for him. Plotters needs to find some time. Yellow flag is for... I don't know who that's for. Virtual safety. What the fuck for? Not too sure what's happened. Everyone's got damage, have they? Oh, McKenty's got no front wing. He's lost it coming out the pits. He's obviously lost it coming out the pit lane. That's what it's for. I think go from bad to worse for McKenty. Yeah, it's only a virtual safety car, of course, so he's going to have to get around the pit. And look at this. I thought that was Sparks on the track. It's an Apex. Sorry lads, saying KD, Mercedes might have a good weekend if it keeps it up. Yes, jinx it, go Red Bull, saying Senna, yeah, so KD wants to jinx it. He wants KD to jinx it. Will anyone come in the pits? I wonder if Jake the Slayer might come in the pits if this VSC stays out any longer. It's been nearly a whole lap though, isn't it? Oh, I suppose not, because they're after that behind. If I was Jake at pit, he is as well. Yeah, don't blame him. Got on VSC, come in now. That's a penalty, speed in the pits. Oh, he's lucky, he's just about to slow it down in time. Plotters, yeah, he's staying out. Obviously, he's on fresh tyres. Jake's on scrubs. But yeah, Jake, I think, has done the right thing there. Especially because the VSC is still out. Cheaper pit stop, medium now, or medium soft to the end. I still don't think I could do medium soft from here, but if people think I could do medium soft from the start, then why not? I think it's about to end this VSC. Yeah, it is. There we go. To say they're starting to slow down. That delta suddenly changes, isn't it? Young Tommy's had a great restart, though, hasn't he? He's been 2 temps in Mortal. Mortal's lost a bit of time from that. Yeah, it slows. He'd almost his whole pit stop under the VSC, so he's not lost anywhere near as much time as he would normally. He's got clean air in front as well. And Immortal's really starting to struggle, isn't he? Theo's backed off a little bit. And Argentina in P8 closing up again. Yeah, Theo, the DRS, he's on this straight as well. Theo's just about crept in it, hasn't he? He's just about crept in the DRS. But Tommy, look on Immortal, he's going to go down the inside. No, he's not. Yeah, I think it's just a tad too far back, wasn't he? But this is going to help the Mercedes pull away at the front, isn't it? This is really out, and Bradfield's doing a good job sticking with Plotters, who's obviously on soft tyres. It'll be a struggle to get to him coming to DRS zone on the next lap, but he's just about got it now. McKenty is in the pits again. Obviously, he's hoping for a safety car now because he's so far back. I think he's over a minute off the lead already, isn't he? Yeah, oh god, he's over a minute and a half off the lead, so yeah. 2 pit stops already for McKenty, unfortunately. 2 wing changes. The Immortals had a good sector 3, so he's managed to pull away a bit from Argentina. Yeah, 3 DRS zones around there. It's a street circuit, but at least there are 3 DRS zones. Not long, particularly. I think the biggest opportunity to overtake. Oh, Knowlesy's going down. Oh, has Treesley gone wide? Because Knowlesy got past him there, didn't he? I don't know if took my eye off that gap, but Knowlesy's managed to get past. Theo might be having a look now as well. Argentina's right there too, but Argentina, he's not just... I know he's got the DRS, but he's got great race pace today, isn't he? He's putting away from Dylan, who's 2.6 seconds further back now. Argentina needs the points, and he's definitely deserves them as well. Tommy again closing up to Immortal. It's just so difficult to pass here. Starbus is the fastest up the race, standing 17th. Good time there. He's on slightly fresher tyres than the rest, but yeah, good timing and fresh air too. Jake Slater's closing up on the cars in front as well, and those fresh medium tyres weren't a bad move. Oh, and Tommy's lost it, and he's out. Tommy's out.
Tommy's out.
He's always consistent, isn't he, Bradfield? Safety car, and we're on board with him as he's done it as well. What's the chances of that? He's just clipped that curb, and he's just flung him in the wall. He's lost the traction, and Plotters now overtakes him. He has to be gutted. But young Tommy, last week's winner, put himself up to second in the Premier League standings, and that's exactly what I was about to say as well. We're saying how Tommy so consistent, doesn't make mistakes, but he's out. Yeah, he's not happy about that. I really feel sorry for him there. We're trying to go on board with another car to show you what happened. We're on board with Starbus. If you took your eye off this for whatever reason, he just clipped that inside left curb and it flung it into the wall on that left hand side. But yeah, I mean that's... Oh, what's happened here? Tango's in the pits. The Tango's come in the pits then. He's going on the hard tyres. Can they make the end? Theo's in the pits then as well. And oh, that is awful, Theo. For goodness sake. He's going so slow under the safety car. He's got a 5-second note speed in the pit. This is what we say. He's got so much quicker Theo. It's just cutting out stupid, needless mistakes now. Tango's on hard. Street stays on hards. Can they make the end? I don't know if they can. But yeah, far up in 6th now, starting the hard tyres, fast in a great place there. Max leads from Immortal, from Knowlesy, from Argentina, from Pot Stuff. I know a safety car's annoying, isn't it? Because it ruins... Sometimes it closes them all together, it ruins the strategy and the race in terms of that, but at the same time, when you're seeing drivers like Tommy crash on this game, just a simple mistake like that, you can't help it. It's just... This game is brutal this season. Yeah, Tommy's put simply... He's put Fook, and Irish New Potato's got 5-second poker speed in the pit lane as well. Yeah, one word from Tommy, and that is Fook. Yeah, did a Jamie there saying KD. Oh dear. Argentina's up in the 4th then. Potsoff in 5th. Falf on those hards behind as well. Bradfield want to try and get through. Behind Bradfield, Sweet MJP, and then it is the 4 runners that are pitted. There you go, Jake Desailly doing that early pit. He's now in 13th on the medium tyres. Lovely job for him. But yeah, Tango, Tree Slayer, Theo and Dylan, the ones that are pitted for fresh hards. Theo in that 5-second penalty could be so costly. Yeah, this is the thing. Bradfield and Sweet MJP, they're not going to let Tango and Tree Slayer pass on the hard tyres. I think their pace will be really relatively similar. What are your tyres on?
For 10, front to 10, back to 13.
There you go, that's 5 laps then, so yeah, it's not bad, is it? Not bad at all. They definitely won't be letting the front runners through. Yeah, anyway, Menace Max in the lead. Lovely Aston Martin safety car that is. Tango needs a safety car after this one. This will help if people think they can do the medium soft, because this safety car is going to help. People might be able to do it. I still would be able to do it in a million years. I'm crap from the tyre, I'm always lighting up the tyres and everything. All hard runners will. Those hards are going to die at the end of the race, saying KD. So KD thinks they're going to the end if they're on the hard. Jake stays in the pits again. Why? I suppose he's only
wing damage.
I don't think he has. He's only going to lose 1 place from doing it, to be honest, and that's the vintage. No disrespect, he'll probably pass again pretty soon. It's hard to the end now for Jake. Yeah, it's worth doing. I suppose I didn't realise that behind. Only going to lose 1 place, and to be fair, vintage, obviously admin of the league, will let him by pretty straightforward, I presume, as well. So, yeah, well spotted, Jake. God has twice have praised Jake in the night. Fucking hell. Shadows gets a penalty speed in the pit lane. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's 3 now. People have had all under the safety car as well. Might be worth coming back in if the safety car stays out another lap. The ones that got penalties might as well, Theo P's high up won't, but Irish Libertate and Shadows might as well come in again and serve them. Might stay out another lap, you know, as well. They've got so far to catch up. It might be nice to them. And Shadows just put 3 lap old mediums on as well, so yeah, we'll definitely want the safety car to stay out another lap so we can come and pit again. Yep. I've got to go after catching the race. See you later, Jonesy. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, young Tommy's absolutely devastated about that. Yeah, it's changed the race a bit, isn't it? Plotters did pit, by the way, for the hard tyres. He only lost 2 places, so he's put himself right in that battle with Tango, Tree Slayer, Theo and Dylan there, Plotters. So it's a good move from him there as well. Starburst hasn't pitted and he's still only 14th, so yeah, of course he did pit early on in the race, didn't he? So he's closed up at least. He'll tomorrow.
I think he's going to do another lap in it.
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's not going to be a late call, is it?
Well, it's usually called by now. It comes in the sector 2, isn't it? So I think it's doing another lap. Yeah. See you later, Tommy. Unlucky again, mate. Hopefully he'll have more luck tomorrow when he races in the Champions League alongside this guy, Menace Max. Yeah, safety car's not going anywhere yet, is it?
No.
Yeah, Max will be letting the put away after restart, won't he? Want to get as much out of these tyres as he can. What are your tyres on now?
So they are on 12 at the front and 15 at the back.
So that's lap 8, so yeah, they can do medium soft from here. If everyone has tyre wears as good as yours, you can do medium soft. Wow. I'm shocked. It's going to be a long night, this.
My fuel is plus 41.
Even still, you put too much fuel in the car.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. Yeah, Tango's... This is going to be a real battle here. This Tango's going to want to try and get past Sweet MJP in Bradfield. But it's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy at all. And the more Max can put away, the better for him, obviously. In terms of this, we know overtaking's not the best thing around here. I really don't know where to call this one. See, I'd be surprised if there's not another safety car pulled again. We've seen Tommy does it like that on his own. But anyone can then. If he can, as Bradfield rightly said earlier on. Sorry to keep mentioning it, Tommy. But Yeah, so you just cannot predict how it's going to go. You just know, I know from recent experiences the last few weeks, I've tried to call it from this early on, say, yeah, that's going to try and pan out. Safety car's out next lap. It's just completely
don't know
changed
what's
everything.
going to happen on this track.
All I know is that Bradfield's not going to win. That's about it.
No, I'm not going to win.
Well, you're not going to win with not with that attitude, you won't. Why won't you win? Safety car is in. What makes you think you won't win?
I always do something fucking stupid. So.
Well, yeah, but why? Why do you do something stupid? You enjoy it, or?
I just need to. Oh, I love it. I just need to score some
Oh,
points.
talking something stupid. Jesus Christ, Tango nearly went flying the wall. Nearly the Grosjean there. Again, that's something else I've caught on camera today. I'm doing well with the old CCTV today. Usually missing everything in terms of live fashion. Well, it's not. It just depends what you're watching, doesn't it? But as far as I've been lucky enough to be on board, and Tommy's over and out from him. That's what Max then. When's he going to go? His tyres are so cold. You'll see a spinner out his final corner. Mark my words. Here goes Menace Max then. He's coming out the final corner now. He's done the start. Crosses the line. He's decent enough start. No one's lost out the final corner. I was wrong. Vintage is going really slow though, so I think Jake Slayer's going to get him here. Irish Potato going to go for a move as well. Down inside of Vintage, he does. Vintage just getting out of the way, I think, letting everyone through. And Favre's getting past Potstuff. Favre on the hard tyres. He's on the outside. Potstuff has the inside. They might make contact. That's really good racing. Really good racing there from Favre. What a move from Favre. But Potstuff did incredibly well there as well to avoid any contact. Bradfield's seen that. Yeah, Bradfield must have had a great view of that.
Yeah,
You're going to praise Favre there, right?
Yeah, that's a great overtake.
Plotters and Dillon fighting as well. Oh yeah, Plotters on the inside. Oh, jeez. Yeah, just about got the move there. Plotters and Starbus has got through on Dillon as well because of that. So Dillon's losing a couple of places now, down to 14th, unfortunately for him. And Tango's lost it. Tango's lost it, and he's taken Trise with him. I think. Oh, is there damage for Trise as well? I think there is. I think Tango just lost it on the brakes. Oh, and now there's contact between that Red Bull going to the back of the Aston Martin. I think that was Challis and McKenty coming together again. It looked like Tango just lost it on the brakes. I don't know if he's got impact damage or what, but Irish Potatoes down the outside, sorry. Jake Slayer. I think Tango was just too late on the brakes and went into the back of Trise and spun themselves. Yeah, it's not good. Two of the favourites for the race. And this is really good for Max. It's really good. Look, well, I don't know who it's really good for, to be honest. I really don't know how to call this. I think Farf's in a great place, though. But if these are all doing medium soft in front anyway,
Shit.
The highest, Plotters could win this. Plotters could easily win this now. That 5-second penalty for Theo could be costly. Because he's not got a pit again. It's the highest one that's not got a pit again, that's not got a penalty in Plotters. Keep your eyes open for Plotters, definitely. Irish Potato making a move again. Fortunately, he's got that 5-second penalty. Yeah, he's up in P12 on the move. Trise in the pits. Tango is okay, so he went to back of Trise, but I don't think he's got any damage because of it. Or he might have actually, as he just got past Vintage. No, I think he's okay here, Tango, but yeah, Trise, unfortunately. We've only scrolling through it. It was only last second I see the car spin. I'd already flicked off it, but Menace Max not really been able to pull away from Immortal. Yeah, they'll be hoping Favre can hold all the cars out behind a little bit as he's still on the hards, but I don't think it's too long before these hards come not too far off the place of those mediums in front. Oh, look at that swinging around. That's brilliant, isn't it? Immortal's really... Oh, I don't know if Immortal's made a mistake there, but he's lost a good few attempts, and Knowles is putting under a lot of pressure as well. Argentina there in 4th as well, putting the pressure on too. This is Max's chance to pull away. If Immortal's going to get dragged into a scrap with the cars behind. His pace last night wasn't the best of Immortal in the championship race. He was doing incredibly well here tonight. We know he's incredibly quick. Usually in quali more so than the race. But yeah, he's put on a great show so far tonight, isn't he? He's trying to close up that 1 second gap for when DRS does get enabled. Yeah, it's been an eventful race. I'm not even a third the race gone. Well, it has now as he crosses the line. So the race has gone. DRS is enabled. Immortal's just about going to have DRS if he can stay within that 10th.5 barrier before the activation line, which comes very soon. As you can see, it'll be on the track in a minute. Keep your eyes on the track. There we go, just going past it. I think that's it anyway. Yeah, he will have DRS somewhere here, as you can see towards the top of the screen. If he had to close up, and Argentina looks the quickest at the pack at the moment. He's looking really good, isn't he? He's not just holding on, it's the closest gap on the track. Actually, McKenty further back on Jake Deslay is close. Oh dear, McKenty and Jake Deslay, this ain't going to end well. Down the inside, McKenty's going to go for, I think, Jake Deslay. Oh, he's going to fight on the outside. Look at that, they're side by side, we've got on with Shadders. And yeah, McKenty does get through. Just too much grip on those medium tyres for Jake Deslay in the end. Starbust got passed by Irish Potato not long before that as well. Yeah, Plotters just needs to try and hold it there, doesn't he? Bradfield's got a 3-second penalty already. Wow. That's a surprising one. Didn't think we'd see many of them tonight. Oh, sweet MJP. And Theo getting closer on the brakes. Theo's going to get a good... Yeah, I thought he didn't get a good run actually at all, did he? Plotters did though. Because Theo's got that DRS, it's just enough to keep him there. Plotters, yeah, he's in a really good place. He's got to try and manage those tyres to the end and hope that everyone else stays in a bit of train. At the moment, yeah, Farf is falling back. Only slightly low. It's not like he's fallen miles back on those hard tyres. In fact, Potstuff's not exactly doing much to keep up with Farf. And 7th as well. Sorry, my mic keeps cracking. I don't know if you can hear it on the screen, but it sounds very crackly in my ears, but it's just my headphones. Yeah, Potstuff's going to be under pressure from Bradfield. Potstuff's not got the DRS from Farf at all, is he? McKenty's got a 3-second penalty now, so the second one after Bradfield. Bradfield, with that penalty, he needs to try and get a move on because he's not be able to stick back and just hope for a safety car. And Jake Deslayer has just conceded 2 places on the straight to Tango and to Shadders. I don't know if has he got damage? No, it doesn't look like it. He might just be getting out of the way then. But he seems very slow, doesn't he, at the moment, Slayer? I think he might have some sort of damage. He's got to have damage, Slayer has. He's lost a second, a few corners. Invisible damage as Tree Slayer at the cost. That really got over Tree Slayer. We think Tango just outbraked himself and went into Tree Slayer. Still going in Tree Slayer. He's got an incredible record, 6 podiums in 12 races since he's been racing in the league. Absolutely fantastic then. Of course, missed the first few races of the season as well when he was on holiday, and he's still right up there in the standings too. So yeah, keep your eyes open for Tree Slayer. He can do anything coming from the back. Max has pulled out over second Immortal, and Immortal's under pressure from Knowlesy, and yeah, of course, Argentina. And Theo, what's happened to him? He's had a moment, isn't he? Has he gone into the wall? I'm not sure. He might have just lost the traction coming out of that funny corner as Plotter's getting past. No, he's staying ahead of Irish Potato. Yeah, we go, just about staying ahead. Yeah, Theo's lost a few places there, so I really think Plotter's in a good place here. Farf again, he's slowly falling back, but not by too much, is it? He's got plenty of deployment saved up, mind you, so have everyone else. Apart from Menace Max, he's used that to try and pull away. He's not really pulled away much. And oh, Knowlesy's in the pits. Is he going hard tyres to the end then? Does he feel that they can't make the end? And does he feel like he can't do the medium soft? It must be hard tyres to the end, surely, unless he's going soft and doing a 2-stopper. Wouldn't surprise me if Knowlesy pulled out a 2-stop here. And are they red? No, they're not. They're white tyres. So it's a 1-stop for Knowlesy. Sticking the hards on. But like I say, Plotters, Tango, Theo on... Oh, Theo's in the pits. He must have got damage from that then. And yeah, he's going to have to wait a bit of time now as well, because Knowlesy's just been in. Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong for Theo again. Oh, and nose cone's just disappeared. He's serving his 5-second penalty, but his nose cone's already flown off the car. Oh, he's coming back off. Plotter's getting passed by Irish Potato. McKenty's getting ahead of Dillon. And Irish Potato does stay ahead this time. And Max, yeah, he's really been caught by Immortal. And Argentina, who's racing for him tonight? Jesus Christ, someone shoved a rocket up that Aston Martin's arse, haven't they? He's always been this quick. He's just not been able to show it too much this season. He's been really unlucky as well. Some races Argentina, but this is great to see him racing right up towards the top. I think he should change his name back to Argentina as well. That'd make him quicker. What do you think?
Oh, 100%.
Bradfield could win this, same Mushroom. I think that 3-second penalty, he won't stay on 3 seconds. I'm sure he'll get more than that if he's already on 3. Have you got any more warnings since that? Oh, Argentina's just got a 3-second penalty. Oh, we see him go over the curb as well. Fuck's sake. Both Aston Martins now. See, I raced for Aston Martin as well, so got a little bit of favouritism there. Of course, they're the constructor I raced for, and Argentina's now struggling a little bit there, and then he went into the wall. Oh, is the grip on these medium tyres starting to go? They're still pulling away from Farf. He's 3.37 seconds behind. But Yeah, and McKenty's gone, isn't he? McKenty. Yeah, he's come spinning out the final corner. McKenty has, needs to get that back under control. Yeah, easy place to lose it. I'm surprised nearly halfway in, we've only had one DNF. I think that's pretty incredible, to be honest. Like I say, I have had incidents. Sweet MJP and Plotters on the outside, and again, it's a good race in between them. Room was left, and great racing from the both. Plotters in, getting ahead of Sweet MJP, following Irish Potato through him. And yeah, Bradfield's done a good job to drop Sweet MJP, because don't forget they're right next to each other on the restart. Knowlesy's getting past Slayer, and McKenty's completely in the wall now. And he's lost that front wing again. And it's a virtual safety car. And this is a great opportunity. There's no one towards the front of the pits, is there? Is anyone close to the pits? No, Fears is doing fresh tyres. I don't know how long this is going to stay out for, but the car's only... Yeah, they're still in Sector 2, the cars. So if it does stay out for a long time, this VSC, then surely the ones on 13 lap or mediums have to pit for hards to the end if it stays out for a long time. We know it can stay out for nearly a whole lap, this VSC.
It's ended.
Oh, it's ended already, so no, it's not. I was going to say, because even though they're planning medium soft, if they could get a cheaper pit stop and do medium hard, it'd come out well in front. Obviously, there's that gap where Knowlesy is down in 14th. It'd come out well in front of Knowlesy after he just pitted the lap before. And obviously, Knowlesy was right in this battle for lead early on, but the battle for lead at the moment, or not, Farf. What's happened? Starburst has lost it. Where's he gone? Oh, I don't know if he did lose it or not. There's a yellow flag. What? Menace Max has lost time at the restart. He's held up in Morton, Argentina. Because Farf is now 1.5 off Argentina. He's gained 2 seconds on that restart. And Sweet MJP is in the pits. Yeah, that's what I mean. And Bradfield's and Potstuff are fighting. Potstuff's been forced off the track, it looks like. And they're banging wheels. They've got to be careful. Bradfield might get spun here. Laugh he did. Irish New Potato is going to go down the inside of Bradfield, I think, as well. He is. And they're so lucky. Really lucky there wasn't contact there. Bradfield turned a tad too early. Slayers gets 5% heavy speed in the pits. I think it could be a double move here. That was awkward between Potstuff and Irish New Potato. Potstuff's going to send it back down the inside of Irish New Potato as well. I don't think that's really on. And Irish New Potato manages to get through, but Bradfield. And Plotters sending up the inside of Potstuff as well. It was aggressive from Plotters. He just stuck her nose in. Yeah, Potstuff really struggling, and Plotters is lovely up and under from Plotters if he can make this stick on Potstuff. I think he's going to as well. Potstuff's got to try and fight it around the outside, and they make contact, and he spins the McLaren, and that's poor. That was poor, that. I'm sure Plotters will be reporting that. Yeah, that was pretty poor racing, that. Jake the Stone, McKenty both in the pits. McKenty's still keeping it going. Obviously, that fastest lap point's always available. Yeah, so not being the best race for McLaren, Plotters really got to calm his car down now. Got to be careful when its tyres are really warm, especially the rears. These tyres are going to struggle to get to the end now. Yeah, it looks like Potstuff just turned in a tad too early. It's always an awkward place to go side by side in Singapore Sling. It's yeah, awkward one that. But Farf now on these hard tyres has caught up to the battle for the lead after starting last. He's now P4 and a couple of seconds off the lead. Obviously, they've all got a pit again, but Farf will be going the longest. He could lead this race at one point. 5 points races in a row ended, saying Jake the Slayer. Why is he saying that now? What, as a check the flag out, is it? No, it ain't. We're halfway through. Starburst back in the pit. Well, he's in the pits again. So he pitted early on. I think it'll be more mediums to the end for him. It's battle for lead. Max has really not been able to put away as he's going to be under big pressure now as well. Immortal will get within a couple of attempts here, I reckon. And he is. He's not close enough to make a move, though. And Argentina behind. I think he might be getting that penalty. His Irish New Potatoes getting past Bradfield now down the inside. Yeah, it's been a solid race from these. Irish New Potato, obviously, he will have to pit again, I think. But, did he serve that 5 seconds? No, he hasn't served that 5 seconds yet, has he? And Theo is out, and he's retired in the pits. Why is he retired in the pits? Safety car. No, he's not retired in the pits. He's had a big smack coming on the straight, isn't he? Slayer's going to stay out so we can see, but it's a safety car. And now this is awkward because the medium runners have to go on the hard tyres. And there we go, he's had a big smack coming onto the straight. And we said about Theo, two very different DNFs today. Tommy rarely makes a mistake, but Theo's got so much. He's got a lot of pace. He just makes so many mistakes. Yeah, I know he might be saying, look at me, I'm 2 seconds quicker than you, Jake, on time trial. I've got a fuckload more points than you. You've got it. It's
not about TT, it's about the race.
I don't care how quick you are. You've got to get this car across the line without making mistakes.
I just want to cross this car.
These will not be able to go on the softs. This will definitely not be able to go on the softs. Bradfield's going to get held up in the pits, unfortunately. And look, the Alpine drivers are 4th and 5th, so the Irish is going to get held up as well. Bradfield needs to try and back off a little bit. Not too much, but obviously Argentina is in the pits. All the front 3 are in the pits, front 4 in the pits. Farf's got a 5-second penalty for a collision with Argentina. It's a strange one, coming into the pit lane. And Bradfield, yeah, he will. He's got to speed up a little bit more than that. But yeah, Argentina only just in the box and stop. As they say in Germany.
He's out.
There we go.
Oh, then I've got fucking.
Oh no!
Alpine in the way.
Oh, you're lucky.
That's all right.
Just about managed to do it. But Tango takes a lead. 10 lap old Hearts.
Oh, I put me on mediums. Fuck's sake, I put hards on.
Oh, you obviously didn't. But you're fucked now.
I put it on
hards.
hards.
It's a silly mistake for you every week.
Fuck's sake.
You're not. McLaren of the Mare. Theo, how's he crashed there? Saying KD. But yeah, Tango 10 lap old softs. Shannon's in second on 8 lap old softs. If you pitted earlier, you're in a great place. Immortal's gone softs to the end. He's going to try it, you know. He's going to be racy, isn't he? Knowlesy in third on 3 lap old hards. Max in fourth. Max in fourth. Well, you got to just push it as much as you can, those mediums, like they're softs, and then hope for another safety car. You don't look and say, oh, at the race is over, like Slayer just did. If there's a safety car again...
I pressed it on hards before I went in the pits, long before.
If there's a safety car again in a few laps' time, then, you know, softs to the end. Yeah. But yeah, Max on fresh hards to the end is looking good, isn't he? Argentina and Treso both got penalties. Farf in 8th on fresh mediums after starting last. That's great for him. He's been incredible. Yeah, Bradfield got the KD stop. Saying KD, yeah. Bradfield probably put the wrong thing on.
No, I pressed it.
He reckons he's pressed it.
As soon as you said when the safety car come out.
Yeah.
Oh, he smashed the hards on. Next tyres. Put me on fucking mediums.
Shall's in second. Wow, that was incredible. Look, position change, going 12 places. And he was crawling around the back as well towards the front. He had pitted for wing damage early on. Yeah, someone from the championship reserving towards the back after lap 1 wing damage and had to pit. And he's up in second here. You know, you don't give up. You don't say things like, oh, race is over, my race is fucked, oh, cry for me. You know, grow up, man. Yeah, I wonder if it'll stay out for another lap or two. I think it'll be... Yeah, there's still cars quite further back, isn't there? Jake the Slayer being one of them. Again, McKenty's been safe. I don't know if he's got rear wing damage. He does tend to spin a bit in this race. But, yeah, Bradfield's got Plotters and Irish New Potato behind you as well, so watch out for that. But this is going to be an interesting thing. Immortal on those soft tyres to the end, and that's a risk. Will they make it to the end? Now, Tango and Shadders, obviously, they're on old hards. They'll be hard to warm up as well. But Tango's sat in track position here. Knowlesy and Max will be quicker, not too much to begin with, because obviously they're on hard tyres as well, even though they're fresher. But Immortal will be flying. It'll be a couple of seconds quicker than the leader. It's just, can you get past? Yeah, this is going to be such a good restart. And midfield, like I say, Farf there in 8th. Tree Slayer might be he might be in a bit of trouble there, Tree Slayer. What's his penalty again? Was it a 3-second one? It is 3 seconds for Tree Slayer as well. It's not going to help him. But yeah, Argentina will be hoping he can hold up Tree Slayer. Tree Slayer can hold up Farf and Potstuff and Dylan, who haven't got penalties. Sweet MJP's on 2 lap old hard, so he's taking a chance on points, as is Bradfield, but he needs another safety car. Plotters and Irish New Potato 13th and 14th. It's not been great events for them, is it, today so far? But again, we know the pace they've got. They can easily crawl through the field. And Starbus 15th, Vintage in 16th, hards to the end. It's Slayer's pitted. Has he pitted again, Slayer? But he's so far back. I don't think it'll be in this lap. I'd be surprised if it is. I'd laugh if it is though, because Slayer'd have to catch up. No, it's not coming in this lap. So Slayer's lucky he gets to catch up. You could pit for... If you pit for softs now, you'd be 17th. You'd lose 5 places. But you're going to get passed by Plotters and Irish New Potato probably anyway, aren't you?
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. If it's
that's
not
what I mean. Plotters and Irish get past you
on.
anyway, and the 3 other cars you'd be behind. Well, you might be behind Slayer actually if his safety car doesn't hurry up.
No,
You'd fall behind Starbus, Vintage and McKenty's, but
Just hope for another safety car still.
Are you going to pit?
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to pit. You definitely got those soft tyres on.
Yeah, it's on you.
They're
red
the
tyres.
they're the red ones.
I know.
Yeah, red, soft. Yeah, I think you'll come out in last, but it's not a bad idea. Don't speed in the pits. Well done. Surprised Vintage didn't pit for softs. McKenty's coming in. I think that's just for more softs as well, because he's already done a lap on them. They're probably already on about 5%. Probably already on about 5%, McKenty, for those 2 laps on the softs, but like I say, it's still worth coming in. Might as well. And Bradfield manages to stay ahead of McKenty. Will Slayer get him? Will Slayer get him coming to the pits? I think Slayer will just about get him, just. So there you go, Bradfield's already ahead of McKenty. We'll have Slayer on the mediums and Vintage on the hards, and it'll be Starbus to get past who's on the mediums. And like I say, Plotters and Irish Potato will probably overtake you anyway, so you've not lost too much there. Definitely worth doing. Yeah, this is going to be so interesting, because the oldest tyres on the track are the leaders, Tango and Shadders. It's going to be so bunched up. You'll see instants, you'll see spins here, definitely, because it's just going to be all so compact. What an interesting last hurdle of race this is going to be. Don't want to miss this. Yeah, who's your money on from here? I mean, if Shadders can hold up, rest behind for Tango, he might be able to pull away enough. Immortal, can he make his tyres last to the end? I'd be surprised if they weren't falling off a cliff towards the end. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Will it? Oh, Menace Max has got a 5-second penalty for collision with Knowlesy. Oh, for goodness sake, really? Safety car is coming in. What's happened there then? Max might struggle to get that removed if there's another safety car and he comes in the pits to serve it. It won't be able to be removed, so Max won't. That might affect his strategy if there's another safety car now. But like we say, softs are coming in. Softs will struggle after that 28. A lot would stay on mediums. Yeah, Bradford obviously couldn't put more mediums on, because that'd be medium, medium, medium. You probably still wonder why I wouldn't let him have it, but anyway, that's Bradfield for you. He's in with a shout, still in 17th. He's got that 3-second penalty, but Tango's going to do
make these tyres last.
Safety car restarts. And he's gone. Tango's gone already. He's got a great restart as well. Is anyone going to lose the rear tyres coming out the final corner? It's a real struggle. Shadders nearly loses it. Just about survives. Immortal's lost it low. He's on the soft tyres as well.
Slayer from behind, and he's...
Oh dear, and Bradfield's hitting to Slayer as well. Looks like it's his fault as well. Immortal, the one on the soft tyres, is the one that's lost it. And Tree Slayer's losing it a little bit as well. Plotter's getting past 20p. They just couldn't warm those tyres up enough, could they? And yeah, Tango already a second clean lead. Is Potstuff out of the session? No, it looks like he was ghosting there. Irish Potato gets past 20p. Good move there from him. And yeah, towards the back there's Bowers. Have you got damage?
No.
No, he hasn't. Immortal's got no front wing in front, so you'll manage to get past him. But yeah, you've lost a lot of time there. It's got to be... No need to fight it. There was a silly old Bradfield.
No,
Starbus getting past Swit and JP, and he's got damage or not.
Start.
Yeah, we won't even have to check flag where. Wow. Good restart though for Tango, wasn't it? Already a 1.3 clear. Mortal's got a 3-second penalty for, I think, just getting out of the way of no front wing. He's getting away for Bradfield now as well. Yeah, Knowlesy and Max, can they manage to get through? Obviously Max that 5-second penalty, which might be removed. Yellow flag, and Jake the Slayer's lost it, I think. He has, I don't know what he's done there. He's got his car facing the wrong way. Farf's getting past Argentina. Farf on the medium tyres. Oh, Farf is in a great place. Old Farfy boy can win this race. Yeah. Wow. He's robbed last week with his podium. Well, I say he was robbed. He wasn't really robbed. He only got it because he reset the track. But I tell you what, he's in a great place now, Farf. P5. Oh, Argentina, we've got another warning for that. He's in P5, Farf. Mediums to the end, he's on the optimum tyre. Everyone in front's on hards, he's quicker than everyone else. I think Farf, unless he makes many mistakes or there's another safety car or something, Farf can win this. That's not even a big if. I think I'd be surprised if he didn't make a few overtakes and challenge for the win. I say unless, there's always that unless There's a big crash or something. Vintage getting past for Bradfield. Jake Lascelles in the pits again. Yeah, he struggled. I don't know if he's got rear wing damage or what. Immortal's in the pits too. Yeah, Tango just pulling away. Shadow's doing a great job. So no DRS just yet, is there? Shadow's doing a great job for Tango, being a bit of a rear gunner for him, isn't he? Shadow's not quite got the race pace of Tango, so even though his race pace here, Shadow's been incredible. It was yesterday, wasn't it? Knowles will be looking to try and get away through. Max will too, but there's Farf. There's Farf on the medium tyres. Treesay on 10 lap old mediums. Different story, really. Dylan getting close to Plotter. So, yeah, this train here, Dylan, Plotters, Irish Libertate. We're looking to get past, and Farf gets a 3-second penalty. Oh no, I've talked that. He's still in a great chance of winning. Oh, Argentina's facing the wrong way. No. It's not even a reset the track. Reset the track. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, he's facing the wrong way. Oh, he's going to get himself disqualified if he ain't careful. He's got to just try and spin it around. He can reset the track if he wants to. And Shadows 1.5 off the lead. That's such a shame for Argentina. Doesn't look like we get any points now unless there's a safety car again. Oh, he's been running towards the top the whole race as well. I'm gutted for him. Absolutely gutted for him. Is he still reversing? No, he's not. He's managed to get it going again. But yeah, far for that 3-second penalty. McKenny gets a 3-second penalty. Don't forget Max's 5 seconds could be removed. There's nothing to say. Fast still can't. And Irish Potato's lost it. What's happened to him? That's a funny place to lose it. He has reset the track, so that'll be a 5-second penalty for Irish Potato. Should he make the checkered flag?
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, and Bradfield.
He's ghosting there, then he just didn't.
Yeah, he can't be driving through Ghost, so he's in the rules. There's only there as a if. 2 seconds clear now. But Shadow's under big pressure. Knowles got DRS. Will he be close enough to make a move at Clever behind? Nothing to say. Fast can't pull clear of all the leads in front. And then, yeah, get 3 seconds clear, and that penalty won't matter so much. But he needs to start making moves now, Farf. That's not really a opportunity to go for it, is there? Especially with Knowlesy being right there. Dylan's getting past Potstuff around the outside. Good move there, and Potstuff don't want to get in his way of his teammate too much. Well, he really is at the moment, isn't he? Will he let him through? No, he's not really playing the team game there, Potstuff. He's really holding his teammate up. He's going to put him under pressure from Plotters as well. I don't think Starboss is too happy about his teammate holding him up. It's costing him a lot of time. We'll go back to the DRS zone now because Shadders will be under big pressure. He's not really falling away from Tango, is he? Tango's tyre is obviously even older. Oh, Argentina in the pits. I'm gutted for him. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully it wasn't contact. Yeah, 2 seconds away now. Shadders, and Tango will be just hoping it all stays as it is. As long as Shadders gets a good exit into every straight where there's DRS, it'll be hard to be overtaken. Treesay's done really well to keep this battle as well, isn't he? Especially being on 11 lap old mediums, but this could just be a train between the whole field. There's all the way down to 11, it's a train really, isn't it? Potstuff's a bit of a gap between him and Dylan. Still not let his teammate through, is he? And Shadow's absolutely fine. Farf, yeah, it's all the same. Starburst now under pressure on Plotters. And Plotters is going to, bumping over that curb. Starburst might have got a penalty, and Plotters, he's just ridden that orange sausage curb. And he's, lost the place because of that. He's lucky he didn't send it in the wall, though. So he's lost another place there, Plotters, unfortunately. And it's really not been McLaren's night tonight, but it's still a good chance for him to recuperate some decent points. And Shadow's getting passed by Knowlesy down he's not even in the braking zone. Knowlesy's already got the move done. So Knowlesy's now got a charge onto Tango, isn't he? To try and take the lead of the race. Bradfield's getting past Sweet MJP. And Sweet MJP, and look, and down the inside goes Irish New Potato. And he's nearly spun himself there. He dived down to go inside a Sweet MJP and then hit into Bradfield. That wasn't Bradfield's fault for once. Tango 2.1 clear length. Knowlesy's, this is what I mean. Knowlesy's used a lot of his tyres. Fighting through Shadows stuck in dirty air. And at the moment, 16 lap to 9 lap old on the hard tyres. It doesn't make a huge difference. As long as there's still enough grip. And Max going down the inside of Shadows. And Shadows just about keeping that place as well. Max is going to go down the inside here though as well. It's going to be an adventurous move from Max. He sort of backs out of it, doesn't he? Fast there now, though, and that's the risk. If you go for a move and then back out, you could get passed by someone else. And Max, it looked like he's going to get past Shadows up for third, and now he's down into fifth. Don't forget his 5-second penalty. It is one of those questionable ones that is probably likely to be removed. Didn't see what happened, but as long as there's no safety car now and he serves under a safety car, he should be right. Farf again cutting that corner. I think he might be in trouble with getting some more penalties, but he's not in trouble of getting P3 at the moment. He takes that from Shadows. Shadows getting past, and McKenty is out then. McKenty's out, he's lost it on the straight. It is a safety car. Wow. McKenty again, he's lost it on the straight. It's not, he's spinning all over the place today, isn't he? Wow. If I was Tango, I would be staying out. I'd stay out, definitely. Track position here is everything. I know there's a lot of people that be coming in for the softs and just want some huge soft festival to back. Everyone's on soft tyres, always go fight like a lobby. 5 laps sprint or whatever they want to call it. Stay out on the hards, Tango. That's what I would anyway. Well, whether he'll listen to me or not, I don't know. But yeah, I'd be staying out if that was me in that position, as I did yesterday when I was on the old intermediates. But yeah, unfortunate there for McKenty. Good for some of the cars towards the back though. Oh, Menace Max. Yeah, if he comes in now, his 5-second penalty won't be removed. Because obviously that'll be served. So that could really affect him, and whatever went on with Knowlesy on the safety, he's probably driving so close to people that they don't get it. Oh, and Bradfield's just about making that corner. Now some people drive right up each other's arses when they don't need to. Just stay back. That's not worth the risk at all, is it? Obviously some brakes sharply right in front of you, and you know, that's different, but just don't get the need for it. Take it easy. I want to see if he's going to pit then. Tango, Knowlesy. I don't think Farf's going to pit, that's for sure. Does Tango pit? No, he stays out. And so, I think Knowlesy's been done there by Tango. Tango comes in. He got done by me, that's for sure. Everyone else is staying out. Max is coming to pits. Oh, I'm gutted for him because he's going to have to serve that penalty now. Yeah, his cars. Yeah, he's going to have to serve that penalty. That's poor on the game, that. I don't like when the game does that. But he won't fall any further, lower than 13 because Slade is so far back, so it might not matter too much anyway. Yeah, Knowlesy leads. Oh, and Fast got a 3-second penalty just behind. But look how many cars they're going to have to make their way through, those soft runners. I think that's really silly pitting. I think Tango's just thrown the race win away. Prove me wrong, Tango. Please prove me wrong, but you've been dominating qualifying, dominating the race. I know his tyres were really old, and I don't know what tyre wear they were on, but I think he's just thrown away the race win. Big call, I know. Probably completely wrong. But we'll see. We'll see. There's just so many cars. The safety car will come in probably lap 27. You only get 1 lap of DRS probably. I think there's not enough time, and I know he'll have more grip. He'll be able to get good exits of corners and make a couple of moves up. But look at drivers in front as well. Irish Potato's not going to give up the position easy, is he? It was Plotters. This is so tough to call. If Bradfield, look at you. If you didn't get that silly penalty, you'd be in a great place now.
I know.
You can still get some decent points out of this easily, but it doesn't help when there's only 3 cars with penalties in the top 15.
That's it.
And you're one of them. Tango and Teresa side by side again. Yeah, safety car stay out at least 1 more lap. It's going to be a manic tasty ending now, saying fungi. Fast as hell, this thick as a box of frogs. What's he on about? Don't know. How close they're getting under the safety car. You're asking for 5-second penalties. Staying back for goodness sake. Right. Yeah, it'll be at least 1 more lap because of how far back a few of the cars are. Look how close they're getting. Just stay back. I understand the restart, you want to get as much time as you can, but when you're just driving the safety car, you could be 5 cars width apart. Well, why get so close? Plotters could get on the podium here. You'd expect Shadders to struggle, wouldn't you? In those tyres, I know track position's everything, but for Knowlesy, if Shadders can hold up everyone behind, we talked about Shadders being Tango's rear gunner, and he was doing a great job of that. But yeah, Knowlesy's in a good place here, isn't he? Because Farf behind will be quicker. Farf, yeah, I think this could be between Knowlesy and Farf in a way. Oh, it depends, doesn't it? How much Shadders can hold Dylan up. If Farf gets Knowlesy off the restart, he could easily pull out 3 seconds and then have Knowlesy and Shadders as rear gunners on the old hard tyres. But at the same time, if Farf doesn't get past Knowlesy and Dylan gets past Shadders, then Dylan will be right up Farf's arse and far for the penalty, and obviously Knowlesy on the hards. Dylan could win this race. He's had a fantastic season at ALR, Dylan, hasn't he, in silver? And it's only last couple of weeks he's started to pick up some points here. He's still about mid-table, but he's in the promotion places for ALR in silver, so yeah, he's not been towards the top too much here, is he? The cars will all shortly, that's the word I'm looking for, shortly catch up to back. Starbust in P5 as well. He's only had one decent points finish, I think, this season. It was looking good for him in P5 as well. I want to have a quick look at the warnings. Actually, I'll just see if a safety car is going to come in quickly. We'll see at the end of this straight. If it does, hopefully Argentina can quickly catch up so it changes the safety car's mind. Is it coming in? Just come in. Do it. Give us a lap of DRS towards the end. It's not. Yeah, it's coming in. Come on. Knowlesy then has 2 warnings. So he's 1 away from a penalty. Farf is 1 away. He's got a penalty plus 2 warnings. Or I might give him the next one. I think he's 1 away from 6. Shadders he's only on 1 warning. Dylan is only on 1 warning as well. So that's the top 4. So we're going to have time to look for. But yeah, we think Knowlesy's 1 off a 3-second penalty and Farf's 1 off another one. So yeah, that could really change things and it really suit Dylan. Don't rule Shadders out either, but Knowlesy's doing a safety car restart. Coke or Pepsi? Oh, it's better than apple or orange. Well, I've got Pepsi in the fridge at the moment, but I prefer Coke, I think.
Someone's hit someone.
Starbust and Plotters have hit each other. But here goes. Knowlesy's had a good... No, he hasn't. He's not had a great start. He's lost it a little bit and Farf's going to go down the inside. Starbust is out. Starbust is out. He's lost it. Farf down the inside. I can see. I'm talking about it. Farf down the inside. Farf gets P1 off Knowlesy off the restart then. And there we go. We said it could go 2 ways. But Farf can now try and pull out 3 seconds. But Starbust lost it on the restart. He had a collision with Plotters under the safety car towards the end. And then he's had that collision. Well, that crash there. Plotters not lost any time. Dylan on Shadders. To try and get this move done. He's going down the inside and he thinks against it. Menace Max getting past Potstuff. And a 3-second penalty for Irish New Potato. But yeah, Dylan needs to try and get past. Knowles in Shadders to try and challenge Farfland towards the end for the win. This is going to be a fantastic last few laps. If you're not watching this, don't know why. Whatever's going on at the Emirates can't be that good. Yeah, look at how much quicker he is. And Knowlesy's not falling away from Farf at all, is he? He's really not falling away. Farf needs to pull away with that penalty. Plotter's in a good place too. He's got a 5-second penalty though. And Irish New Potato. Oh, and there's a big crash. Tango and Treesa have come together again. What's happened between them yet again? I don't know who's got damage or what there. Argentina's going to try and go for a move on them both. That's all getting a little bit messy now, as it usually does towards the end after a late safety car. But Tango and Treesa coming together yet again. The 2nd time in this race. It's usually been Treesa and Irish New Potato the last few races. But, and Irish New Potato towards the back himself. So yeah, Treesa, Tango, Irish New Potato all outside the points now. What looked like being Tango's race for a long time. Yeah, Shadow's really struggling now. Dylan needs to get through. He's got to get through as soon as possible, isn't he? Otherwise it'll be too late. Plotters is right there as well. It's a 5-second penalty for Plotters, isn't it? We've just checked. Yeah, so that's one that might be removed. Treesa is falling down the order. He's in the pits, unfortunately, for Treesa. Yeah, he's still got the fastest lap point to go for, of course. Farf going to fight as always. Plotters gets a 3-second penalty. Has he got no wing? What's he done there?
He's lost it.
Plotters completely gone. Lost his front wing. Lost his front wing, Plotters. Bradfield has seen it. He's waiting for everyone to go through. Terrible race again from McLaren, unfortunately. 2 races now last 3 weeks. He's not going to get any points. Yeah, he got a 3-second penalty, so I know he just completely went over and hit the wall. But he's out the running now. Bradfield in 5th. He's got Max behind him. I don't think he'll be able to fight that too well. No, he's not. Max goes down. Oh no, he's going around the outside. Bradfield is fighting it. Max, oh, he's going to go for it here. No, surely he's got to back off there.
Oh.
No, he doesn't. He goes for it, Max. He's going for it. He's done it as well. He's done it, yeah.
Oh,
and you've got a mind.
Fuck?
Oh, you've just shunted the car in the wall.
I couldn't help that because those Menace Max had to
you
brake.
Could. Just shoved Potstuff in the wall. And Potstuff now gone straight in a sweet MJP. And Jake Deslay is going to take 2 places off them both. Plotters has crashed out, unfortunately, now on lap 28. I think it doesn't cause a safety car because that would ruin this racing. Immortal and Potstuff. And Argentina's just completely outbraked himself and smashed in the back of Potstuff, and he's got more wing damage. It's getting a little bit messy now. He's got a 3-second penalty side by side with Sweet MJP as well. Yeah, he needs to back off now, Argentina. Unfortunately, that wing damage, but towards the front. Keep your eyes towards the front. It seems to be all going alright there. Double DNF from McLaren, though. Knowlesy's half a second off the lead. Shadows really holding up Dylan. Max in 5th. Max can win this. Max could win this. Look at him, how much he's managed to gain onto the safety car in the last few laps. It's gone a bit wide though. Oh, he's lucky not to get a penalty. DRS now enabled, so we get 3 laps of DRS racing. Desperation setting in, absolutely. Sweet MJP and Pot Stuff. Big part of that. Pot Stuff's in the pits. Tango under pressure from Irish New Potato. Immortals in the points. Slayers up to 7th. He'll get 6th with Bradfield at this rate. And Max and Dylan and Shadders and Knowlesy and Farf. Look, Knowlesy's going to try and challenge Farf here. He's got the DRS. He's going to get it. I think Farf knows he can't pull away. And Knowlesy could take the win here if Farf's going to help him. And there we go, Dylan down the inside Shadows. He's taken that place. And Knowlesy's got a 3-second penalty. So Knowlesy's got a penalty. As it stands, Dylan's winning the race. Max round the outside of Shadows. Lovely move from Max. Absolutely brilliant move. Bradfield could get Shadows soon as well. Bradfield could still be on for a good P5 or so here. Could be even better if we have something go on with the others. But Knowlesy's putting out, I think Farf's acting as a rear gunner now for Knowlesy, isn't he? But Dylan's there. Dylan will have Farf in the DRS as well. They've made contact. Dylan's gone into the back of Farf. I think, yeah, Dylan, Farf's really holding him up. But Max on Dylan. Is he going to go for it here? No, he's not. He's got to be careful on the brakes. Yeah, Farf's helping Knowlesy. I know Farf's got damage or what, but his pace has really not been good on these medium tyres. I thought it would be much better than this. I think he's just holding him up, isn't he? Trying to help his mate Knowlesy win the race. Like I say, as long as he's not holding him up illegally. But he really is going slow here, Farf, isn't he? He's really slow. And Dylan's going to try and get him on the straight, I think. Has he got damage, Farf? Has he got damage? No, he hasn't. He's just helping him. Oh, he might have, you know. He's had to back off there big time. Dylan's going to go for it on Farf now, surely. And there's a real chase on now for Dylan, try and catch up to Knowlesy. He's down the inside. Dylan, Farf's on the outside. Look, they make contact nearly. Max now on the outside of Dylan. They've got to keep it clean. Oh no, Irish Potato's got a penalty. Dylan's got to let this. He's got to concede this. 2 laps left, and Max gets up to P3. Will he get Farf? Will he be able to get Farf? He's really.
My tyres are gone.
Yeah, Bradfield's tyres gone already. Then Tree say that penalty. Bradfield's gone. Bradfield's gone. He's let two cars. Oh, and there's a complete dive bomb for Sweet MJP there. Jake the Slayer and Immortal fighting each other. And yeah, Jake the Slayer, I think, is getting away. Max getting passed by Farf then. They're side by side. And Farf's keeping it at place, so he's just slowing down to help Knowlesy out, isn't he? I don't know what's going on for Farf here, but he's just completely trying to back them off, isn't he? Here we go then. Well, he's got to get it done. He's got to go for a dive here, Max. I'd go for a dive here if someone's holding me up like this. Got to go for it, Max. No, he hasn't. Oh, fast moving the braking as well. Go on, Max, take it now. And he has. Rightfully so as well. Dylan then in 4th. Got to try and get past Farf now as well. Max has got 3 seconds to go on these soft tyres. There's a good chance he can do it. Sweet MJP and Immortal fight. Oh, Immortal getting a bit wobbly there. Jake the Slayer's just behind. And down the inside, Sweet MJP is getting very desperate, isn't it? Can Max gain up to Knowlesy though? Dylan's facing the wrong way as he comes together with Farf, and Immortal's sliding as well. Jake the Slayer gets the place back. And Immortal gets a 3-second penalty for that as well. Bradfield's under pressure from Irish New Potato. Bradfield goes wide, yeah, he's struggling with his tyres, isn't he? Max is out of deployment by the looks of it then, so Knowlesy in the last lap. Looks like he might win this. Farf incredibly slow. He must have some sort of damage, because he's so slow. Dylan will get the podium anyway. Can he get it down the track? Yeah, Max as usual with deployment, so he'll use the best of those tyres. But he'll take P2, I'm sure, from here, won't he? He'll keep on board with Knowlesy though, so if he makes a mistake. Knowlesy got it, saying KD. It looks like it, doesn't it? Unless something goes horribly wrong for him, which we know can happen. We've seen evidence of it today. Dylan then still getting close to Farf, but not close enough. Max then, yeah, he does not gain enough, unfortunately. Bradfield gets another penalty. Irish New Potato make the move on Jake Slayer, who's got a penalty now as well. You know, Max will want this 5 seconds removed. Unfortunately, it can't be, as it's served on the safety car, so that'll be irrelevant. But here's Knowlesy then in sector 3. Yeah, it looks like he's going to win this race, doesn't it? He was looking quick in qualifying, wasn't he? Start of the race didn't go too greatly for him, but he's been consistent. He's always been about there, isn't he, in this race? And he looks like he's going to take it as well. Fast has completely changed the outcome of this race. Knowlesy crosses the line and wins the Singapore Grand Prix. Well, who'd have thought that? Menace Max is going to come across for second. I'm sure he'll take that after the race he's had. Farf will cross the line in third, but Dylan will take the place off him. Dylan on the podium second week in a row. Shalla's up into fourth. Sweet MJP takes a strong sixth for him in the end. Jake the Slayer seventh. Vintage is up in eighth.
He's done well there.
Vintage in eighth. Immortal ninth. Tango 10th. Bradfield 11th. Irish Potato in 12th. God knows how many penalties he had in the end. Quite a lot. Tree Slayer 13th. Potts 14th. Argentina 15th. And after incidents towards the end for him. But yeah, that was eventful, wasn't it? Only 5 DNF. It's getting there. As like I say, the Plotters one. I don't know what happened with his front wing. Starbus just lost it on the straight. Same place McKenty did. Same place Theo did. Obviously Theo went somewhere else. But 7th for Slayer. Not bad for him. Sweet MJP in 6th. Farf gets more points as well. So Bradfield, I think, is in the relegation zone now. He's in trouble of racing on Thursday next season. But Dylan takes another podium. This time he'll be able to be interviewed as well. Max in second. And Knowlesy taking the win. Look through results and then we'll get them in the party. Follower number 1009, Giffo. Thank you very much, mate. Giffo 92. And yeah, Slayer very happy with Dylan. Oh, I don't know what went on with Farf there at the end. He must have had damage of some sort. Yeah, second in the end for Max after where he started, but yeah, great recovery drives from Shadders and Farf. Sweet MJP, some questionable moves we saw from him towards the end, but he only got, yeah, he's managed to cling on for P6, isn't he? Slayer 7th, Vintage avoided penalties and got P8, there we go. His fastest that was about 4.5 seconds slower than some of them, but that's what I mean, if you're going to get penalties and you're going to be behind if there's a safety car towards the end. 8 for Vintage, I'm sure we'll be very happy about that. But yeah, let's get the top 3. See if they want to join for an interview then. I'll invite them to the party. And see if they got anything to say about that. But new winner. Dylan getting his second podium of the season, back to back as well. And then the all consistent Menace Max, no matter what happens in the race, he always seems to be up there, doesn't he? Always seems to be there. That's what makes him top of the standings. That is why he's top of the standings. So I have a look now, see. No points for 1 point for Tango today. 1 point for Tango. He might have 5 seconds to be removed actually, so it might actually be 7th for Tango. Not too sure. He'll obviously have to get it in soon. In terms of the what do you call it? Instant report. But yeah, Max below his 18 points. It's going to put him on 149. No points for Tommy. Not many points for Tango if he gets that penalty removed. None for Irish Potato. None for Tree Slayer. None for Plotters. None for Cowie. None for Equals. So in the top 8. Only Max getting more than 1 point today. That's incredible. That's incredible. Only Max in the top 8 getting more than 1 point today. He's just going to pull away. He's 36 clear in the lead of the standings now. Hopefully Max will join us soon. But well, one place to start. He's in the relegation zone because he's been able to do a couple of races this season since being in the Premier League. But Knowlesy, what a win! And I suppose you can thank Farf a little bit for towards the end.
Yeah, I deployed the Farf, to be fair, mate. I was in the party with him and I said, yeah, I need some help here. But to be fair, I wouldn't have got a 3-second penalty if he didn't decide to just be a bit dodgy on the right left-hander after the first DRS straight. So yeah,
Farf, dodgy?
It's all right.
Never.
No, it doesn't happen, does it? But no, it was a good race overall.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, bit of chaos going on towards the end, but I said Tango threw the race away when he came into the pits. I thought he dummied you for a minute and then made you stay out, but I think I said staying out was the right thing.
I did the opposite. I dummied him. Yeah, I was going to stay out anyway, and I came round that corner and shaped to go in the pits, and then just switched back at the last minute. He dived in, so I was like, okay, fair enough.
Naughty boy.
Yeah,
I don't know whether it was he had already decided to do it anyway. So to be fair, I'd probably say I'd like to say I baited him into it, but I don't think I did. To be fair, I think he probably had it planned. But yeah, it's just unfortunately I got a bit of unlucky sort of racing in that race for him. But otherwise he would have won that one easily.
Yeah, I think he had a couple of incidents with Triso, but yeah, end of the day, I think staying out was absolutely the right decision. And then, yeah, having a bit of the old farf at the end, but never mind any of that. It was a fantastic race pace there all the way, and consistent as well. No mistakes. Well done, Knowlesy, on his first win of the season.
Well
He's
done, mate. Yeah, well done, mate.
only a few races in the season for him, and he's already ahead of Bradfield. Anyway, that's enough about
Never
that.
mind.
We'll go to Menace Max. Menace Max in P2. No matter what goes on in the race, he's always on the podium. Usually, always speaking to me on a Friday night, isn't he? Fantastic race, mate.
Yeah, that one was a bit stressful. But first of all, I just want to apologise to Farth for my attempt that I made. I think it was lap 30. Yeah, it wasn't the best, and it wasn't clean. But all the other moves that I made seem to have been. So yeah, sorry on that one. But yeah, it was a very stressful race, a roller coaster of emotions as usual. But I had to pit to get rid of the 5 seconds under the second safety car. I thought that I just hit Nosey slightly and it gave me the penalty, so it's definitely my fault. So I paid to get rid of it and just had to fight back through the field. There was incidents as I went up, so they obviously helped me, but Nosey was too quick in the end. At the end, I tried to get within the 3 seconds, but yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah, we were saying I think you used a lot of your softs trying to get past Farf towards the end. Obviously, the tyre wear's not the old best on the softs round here, but anyway, again, fantastic result for you. And yeah, you're now 36 points clear at the top of the standings as well. So first time you got a big bit of breathing space as well heading into next week. Are you confident for the rest of the season?
For the rest of the season, I'm not sure. There's some tracks that I really like, but there's also some tracks that I'm not the best around. So you just take each race as it comes and see what I can do, really.
Absolutely. Well, like I say, anyway, well done to Max. That is his podium.
Yeah,
Podium
well done,
number. Mate. Let me have a look. Podium number. Let's have a look if I can find it. Podium number 6 of the season, which is more than anyone else in the league. At 12 races, to be on the podium after races in such a strong group, that's fantastic. Anyway, moving on to Dylan. Second podium of the season, back to back. Last week, he was robbed of being interviewed for the podium because Farf got third. He reset the track. He didn't tell us that this time.
Typical Farf.
This time it's Dylan robbing the podium of Farf because he's got penalties and you haven't. So, well done, Dylan. Great race, mate.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, the race itself, especially at the end, is especially stressful. Try to keep Max, try to overtake Farf at the same time, but it wasn't a beam, to be fair. If I get past Farf, I could have got a good chance of winning this race, to be fair. So, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Have you got a swear word you'd like to say to Farf or anything?
I did say on my stream, to be fair, but
I bet you did.
Actually, no, I won't say it on the stream, to be fair.
That's it was. Yeah, slow start to the season for you. What's changed?
What do you call it? Pretty much consistency bringing into play, to be fair, since the Mexico race. Monza and Mexico are two tracks that what you call it, DNFing, but also collecting the points first, then also out of nowhere collecting the podiums back to back.
Yeah, there you go, mate. Again, fantastic consistency from you. And yeah, again, well done to all the top 3. Really good podium today. Obviously, Bradfield lurking in the background as well. What was that? No points for you?
Yeah, as always, mate. Never mind.
As always. Oh well. No surprises there. But again, well done to our top 3. Fantastic race. Hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. It's brilliant watching that. And yeah, Bradfield, sober, no difference. That was an experiment we found out tonight. Thank you all for watching. All the same tomorrow night in the league. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.